refreshing and great tasting for your kids' enjoyment?
Angel Cola.
For your graduation enjoyment?
Angel Cola.
Beach hangout?
Angel Cola.
For all your refreshing moments?
Angel Cola.
For your parties, get-togethers, events, and celebrations, enjoy a chilled bottle of Angel Cola.
Radio Grandma, today is your day. Over to you.
Thank you.
Enjoyment Cola.
Angel Cola.
The Enjoyment Cola. Enjoy all your moments and fun time with Angel Cola. This advert is FDA approved.
Ready for something refreshing and great tasting for your kids' enjoyment?
Angel Cola.
For your graduation enjoyment?
Angel Cola.
Beach hangout?
Angel Cola.
For all your refreshing moments?
Angel Cola.
For your parties, get-togethers, events, and celebrations, enjoy a chilled bottle of Angel Cola.
Radio Grandma, today is your day. Over to you.
Thank you.
Enjoyment Cola.
Angel Cola.
The Enjoyment Cola. Enjoy all your moments and fun time with Angel Cola. This advert is FDA approved.
Ready for something refreshing and great tasting for your kids' enjoyment?
Angel Cola.
And we call for favor. When grace speaks, laws are irrelevant, protocols become useless, and connections become useless. Power becomes silent, condemnation is reversed, and hopelessness is deleted. May grace speak on your behalf today and this week. And may no human understanding and the reason behind your progress be from the Almighty God. Good morning and welcome to Angel 96.1, and this is your Angel in the Morning. I know pension is censorship. Your feminine Kwame Adjei Bohyen. Yankopo mi ekwanina ma de odun sabe so bia anso enyenhira. De obeye odwen so obesi wunhira no kwan bia no. Yankopo mo ni nyina ntumu ema wo. Na otwi mu enenso. Nsia be yakwa kasebo de man opede anopa no nsia kasebo ba kasebo che agudi akomfo de agudi mu nsembeba. Eno achi na wudu awoda. And the 17th day of the month of November in the year 2025. And you know the Lord has been good to you. Sabre the Ankwa Kasebo, the Mian Kasamo for the only man standing na Kusiman so bodu. Only the finance minister. I fear Chia Brodu Ayakrado de Anopanusia Kasebo at the air brain. Good morning and welcome to Monday.
Summer baby because Kasi baby because
Ghana is mama yamemunyira chi aha ye Angel 96.1 FM Sunni. And some other way sake from emu any amount would so any abesusun kunyano pay the free Angel 96.1 FM so at the everywhere in something ubet me do a video no to pure 95.7 so yeah them life for ya kase bo beti beti bin so e wo hodo mo sanso na kwa ya benfo ntinta video no so a wo call eye in Facebook page a Angel 96.1 and also hear them live for horrible information centers are do one so and afa ye kase boebi nyame e wo pachi number 2 obanfo ti kase boebi and so horrible no pay and some do yes so nkonya de free Angel 96.1 from so de bro ne mu de di mo akotene ebi enie
Ghana mampani dada na adodanko akufuado e de atudwa akyerese Dr. Aliu Mahama papai wono ne baba ye pamutuani de mampani dada Gentle Giant John Ajekum Kofo ena bamwo wo de nkantankrachi ema no suti na nanomonse na na wono mo kai ne nafua baako edunan ase eno de nsemi tudwa
Dr. Muhammadu Baumia ya na ni abreso peso to Frank Adi ye New Patriotic Party amene ko no wanim no na watwe bo wode ne nto obo no kopie bo Ketu South na asema wode akwato dwa enyina ne se Sam pipiam ye kodu gidi tum na so betu franka edi amade kodu wanim na se Nyankopon ye na dom na so beye mampanyina odi aburuchire be bagana kwan be nso
Kwaku esa no ye NPP polling station chairman wa Simbreku onya ne ba bi kra na no ne brand na champon aprobo ne nto abonim ne ba kasa amote sese na nida so wa brabom de awie emu nsem betie bi
ye be koye tepa government municipal hospital ye wo eye ahafo ano north emensin mu arawo so be free hot ma be kiansa do pay ene se anese fo ho akwatwe pa na ba bi obedan so ho asem no ayensen meni
eni awie do be kwa ma no nsemu Israel asrafo akum Palestinians no ebi Efrati asefo asase so nipa ba mi ensa na die na si ye eno so mu nsemu betie bia no pay
we ni money amfro bi aka ho na no pay yes so nkodie de free angel 96.0 FM so de bro nyuma bi ada roman na no pay waso mu e de kase bo de bro yem fa seda emfama ya atwemera bank plc usika samu chichi enkoya fa kodan wo obeboa
yem fa nkwa angel herbal product no so ne kope cream soap fatwi keke ene herbal mixture ne bi afa wono mu a obegina brand pa ebresem ye de wachira kwa wonsem betudwa
asom for yes nkodia no pay de kase bo de brewo eyeme na nakusi mensa mini aba
the finance minister Afia Achia Brodia aka Midibewum ani de kwa so nsem ni tiremu na ye de etwa wusui Ghana mampani dada na adoda nkwa akufuado adupreman adodroba ana sabrede wode nsem bi atodwa ewo 14th commemorative day ekoso na womode ekai eye papa Aliu Mahama papa yi eba beye mampani abedi akire edema mampani dada John Ajekum Kofo the gentle giant ama paba na osom na chie no wofrimu ya wonfie mpinu ni dumienu ni mu November buso da na etoso edunsia na ni wo no kwakwa ya reho ya pa na nso ba mo wo krade a enkwantumi nyenti na yeni asem bia eka na saa ne nka ya da weyi ena Ghana mampani dada na adoda nkwa akufo adode atodwa kyerese papa ni yobia na wodi ni mudie ya adwuma pa wonya ne niama basabasa na wo nyina so papa bi ewa amanyoko MPP wodi to nwacha na suma amanyoko no som Ghana na wo hwe ne dada na monto ni dwumadi anu wodi a na ewo ni mumo wo botaye pase wo beboa na wodi wo man akonkan nanso so ye ba ye ne ye besom ye no bretwo wonti kwaba ne se wada ne bonkum so no na wo bi ani ho asem ka enam na dwuma pa ne modene a wo boye ewo amanyosem nti ena no muguso o mokai no waka che nyame so won kwaso a na won kura papa yi emfama Ghana fo yente Ghana mampenda da na adoda nkwa akufuado.
And many of the leaders of the MPP in the 1990s, I got to know him when we went to Tamale to continue the building of our party. His house was where we would all go and socialize and eat. And he was a most generous and hospitable host. And from that time until we met in government and afterwards, we maintained close friendship. This was a very honorable, respectable man of great integrity who worked very hard for our country. His death continues to be a matter of profound sadness for me. He went far too early, but that is the way of God. He will call us when he is ready, not when we are ready. I'm grateful to the family for remembering me and inviting me part of the ceremony. I want to wish them, Farouk, his brothers, his sister, whom I call Photocopy, all of them, the best of luck and the continuing blessings of Almighty God.
Owo krade a enkwa wotimenye ena de nyame baye so nipa ni ho asam ka wey eye 14th commemorative day a eye NPP Ghana nyinada edisi wa no ode kai eye Mira Aliu Mahama wobeye mampani abedi echebra na mampani dada gentle giant John Ajekum Kofo wa bemu efiti mfie mpinu na de besi mfie mpinu ene nwotwe mu ena ja aban esesan ya ema efiri no kra kire no wani so ade hunu bi se enko baba be pre franka tuni dibre nanso wonum de kwabo boss wo no eho delegate na nkwa ama na afanti amana ntentam ena ogusu ade na nimonyam ta amanyosem achi okonya mfie ne be se duosiensie no achi ba mu owo to nsa efre ni ase ena yete se Ghana mampani dada na adoda nkwa akufu ado no okasa no
Dr. Muhammad Bohyen na ye nanade dankwa Kufuado Ghana mampeni dada na bedi achiri na ene nani asambre eso peso to frank edi e new patriotic party America no wanim na se Yankopon ya dom na se Ghana ye kwa abato so mfiempem bie no enne edu no nwotwe mu ya wasa gina ne ato no so aba na se ni chiri ye ya wasa bedi mampanyini na Dr. Muhammad Bohyen ede ne nto abo no ede akwa akopie mu Oketi South emenne wakoto no ho papa na wone party emma etwetwe nkomo no woman penny abedi a trader da Dr. Muhammad Bohyen edi ato wadi mu se wo nimdie pa no aye bi ama Ghana fo hunu pen ntenya afi kran wedi obedwade no mu Ghana fo wo ne mugidie pa se bra no woman penny abedi a chire no wo no ankasa timede eye ne nimdie wo suahuna hodo a wanya edi ade etibede toto ne ma pa enti se Yankopon yadom na se esi ahenefo ejidi tomu na so betu franka edi ye party no wanim na so obeye mampanyina wodi aburuchire be bagana wodi aburuchire be bagana pa enti yeda yenna kura wase na de Ghana fo mu burafia na wase no woye mampanyina be de akire ne ye hu ide oyeye wase emene bia besi atwemu na anka bia sabe wo MTN a wuntimi enyi usika sabe obi eyusu Telecel de ne ye frɛ Vodafone no ana Airtel ebi na bia wo eye MTN momo so betimi di sika amane wo bie akose ye Vodafone ana Telecel so no na ni hodo mo sa akora na so ne breso wotimi di niema gugu akwemu e wa abefo kwan so emenne se wo MTN momo a wotimi di sika emma wo bi e wo Telecel so etimi di man wo eye Airtel so enti wa ye bi enti Ghana for ye how they say the all shall say see ahene for beje no atom na se Yankopon yadom na so be ye mampanyina abruchire de beba Ghana pa
Ghana card ya ye de buy very few countries na e will be na untimi mani sika from Vodafone eko MTN and na say Airtel na untimi yisika from Momo account eko to bank account and our bank account na eko to Momo account na obi mani usika from abruchire just eko Western Union eko je meka say yenye ishishe foforo bi ye friend mobile money interoperability. But Momo ejuma no epeja because of the Momo interoperability aye no and then Momo agency wa Ghana ha omoye 900,000. One idea ya metimia create 800,000 jobs. Monfa tumi no enshemiri sa midi abrochire ebe bagana ha ne utifie utimi renew national health insurance. What me ato electricity from home on your mobile phone.
Yeah, Dr. Muhammad Bohyen ya opeso Senator Frank ade ye new patriotic party America no wani mo no na watchi mu wode sansemi etuja.
Yeah, kai wano paiso gusuti ano pano nsiaka siyaboni Free Angel 96.1 FM Kumasi Abrepo Junction no so Facebook no Angel FM Kumasi 96.1 saso na Pure 95.7 patase demu live na ya tuwansem no so abetodwa se NPP atu ahene ne asi ahene fo bia na womo ekwa akohia Dr. Brian Champon na anwada wo baako wakwa akohia no nkwanhia wuo ama nkwanhia wuo no mukura ne yesakura twa ne nan ebo ache de ne ko Cape Coast teaching hospital na ehonom na otina nanom wo baako a na eka ho bia na Sara coordinator o wase no Alhaji Velik Mahama na sabre di omo cheso no di oguso a was St. Francis Xavier Hospital eno wase mfusu a woje ayarehwe na mira ya kana asemu papa no wo prepra pa na no oden enti na de ombetumi aya ne so ombetwa ne na baako na wo mahwe manka no ho atono na nso so anko banesa na sabre wo firi mu eno no ankasa ne ba na de nyina sabre wo twa dwo Ibrahim Isa and watch us a bam word in a papa efisa ne papa yaya wonu na na ye busuani ni da so wonu na kwa ekwedi pa no de kakra ba mo muso anya bia bo wonu prepare so na wasakura tuatua school fees wa memema ni pa bia ben no akọ wo momoa na nso so de ato no yi ama na bra bo ne ba yaya anu no o ningina ne se wa ya de suani foforo was a pass Islamic SHS asante mantam hanum ne no ana nsentwofo etotona no se mfumu wa eto ne papa na enum heye no ensusuaso ben na dia bre ne ma woda so boss amane yenko na yentie Ibrahim Isa.
Ghana card ya Adjei Bohyen. Very few can
no catch me say omo ba meeting no confederate. Omo ba MPP meeting ntin na onko na me de obi kwakura. Nti omo ko mo do na de asa omo fe mba be fa omo. Nti na ko sina na nya obi sa de ne ba sa ni papa na oba meeting ni. Sedru ko ba ko sina papa e fe se ni se na to papa pe ni no na ampa so no do so e ampa akwansia na si. Papa pe ni no the mighty name papa pe no na chi de ba ne alaji ni do no the corner and my to take but the night in them papa pe no the have the say student that me ba na bed ma ono so bo mo medication ka about your play means me with your other some sana say this and thing to me the hamper e dia ju ni na ba ju obi ye dia e na so kyo kara no mo be kai na e say obi ha ono wa ko fa na ma na da de o mo ko se si mo na da de ka so mo mo ntetramo at the station go another catch no until like I say any can on ma kan sha na ire adosu you say amu rules and regulations be go ama yo ukara riders na amu fango ma na ya ba me another e si so mu botom ono ko jina onya bush be bia not motos no si o nya ko moto ndo na fa no but don so bi ba ro du en ja mon check here the bag money botom na mon check here omo yes I never to my boy and go check
say we dey say we do we are our branch omo nyina free breku kwan na eba enti en won say even say wu san okra na enye dey alaji we show enti wu ya yes say ko be fa ba bia o fa no no dey akoko enti ye be sre riders no in fact say she say papa bi o wa say dey be ma o ma ye be sre na mpanifo etie omo fa mu kwan because
Futua yede mo kada riders no na okyere se ankwankwa yade ampanifo ba mo mani ekuhu nna ne kyene ya mprempre ya enkwanhia de baba na kyende yakoto ne papa ye twa ne nan amose ati nananom e wanse do firi se wonya bonsam ta yi bi pa no ogene ne nsase wo twe a wonya adaje twema ne kokoni ntini na adwen mu mani pia bonten etu obesi okada nanimu a wo mu hwi nsuro hwe wo ba no obewura wanim etimpanifo nhwe no munya hu bibi
yemfri sansan na so de da so wa santemantam ha na ye kwaye ahafo ano no femensin mu e wa santemantam mu na yakọ tepa government municipal hospital ye wo ho na Dr. Frederick Kwaku Fori wono na ye municipal health director na watchi mu no nurse fo ene asunkwafo a waji awo ewo tepa government hospital ho dum no wo mu edi wo mu na watchida na eno eso na Dr. Frederick Kwaku Fori ede tudwa ese sese ayasabia no ehyiansam ne pa ya saban be a anhwa ebema pomde ho nsensem no atonsiom senti a wo kan sa ne se wo se nurse for sunkwafo a esenke gye wo so mu kakrakra wa ayasabia ho dum ne yade no sese wo ho akwatwe pa wo mu ni nurse for no dodo kakra bi ne wo ho nti ama adwuma no akire won so emwo yi wo ho hwe a enye yie eno akire kura ne kakra kura wo ho no baabi a wode ontiri beto kura nso no ho asem no so akwaye buache bedin ya opani kire se ha adwene pa ne mwa ewa kwa hodo pii eso senti de se wo su nkwani a nurse ni a wo beboa ewa pomde ho sense modie ka anye ye kura no eso onya baabi a wode ntiri beto na anye ye kura no mutimi nya nurse fo no dodo no a se de beye we ba na wo ya ba besom we ba na wo ya ba besom we so de kakra bi enti nurse ni ba akokwa adwuma so wochimu a ebekwa akwa ase ru abere apomde ho asem so de ye kan enti ama Dr. Frederick Kwaku Fori na no demu a wo sere Ghana ban se aban mra na ye omo a
the money so I do say obisi a dying the nurse for the Vietnam in prep nurse for don't ba omunya dying na omai den omko back entire big challenge omunya dying so no because him say ne boy dey omuntimi the money so I do say omu bisi dying amana satenem the call rounds muhu ye honorable na nanam ko muhu ye challenge say ho because of accommodation issues staff pre wise currently e ka say midwife say ha it's 58 community health nurses a year 8 nurses ankasa is 69 then I do nurses 26 any kwase basa you call medical ward no who CDC here and then every patient over 40 something at home but nurses 3 and a big challenge in the best stress Nananoma Trankunya, and Honorable MC, na Entum Pennyforce was a postiness Dimbra have an off, kept a hospital, na Emwa, because patient need your mobile, but nurse for number come away. Oba leg money Buniswa, a yaneti, Tebestre, na Omwa, na staff in Bimbra, Nema Mebwa, the help delivery, and was so. It's a red amasi, ne Suma Modia Websuye. Did him say, I'm a science also betty, UBOM Webians, Wababwa.
Yeah, any TA, Dr. Freddy Kwekufuri, one on the municipal health director, Ewo, Tapa government municipal hospital. Na, na this year, what they at 2J, a bank catch a penny, ya we sigana, bayanai, emu, Ewo, half one on of a mensimu, any honorable Kosia do say, one also a trust with Tina Supremo Pa into what share, Dr. Penny, Ebo, Esse, Nasamono, Obama, Edruea, so ye show me upon the home some so now for Ghana Health Services, so Abu Mama, and what be a wobiano. Eso mo de beboya Sabiano o ma hwe no matimi atu hu anamo
as MC na SM pana me no munyina so e ba be hwe dwuma de no man ko no mo de bi papa si o mani so hwe nurses ene me do a hwe ba afo no no tepa government hospital hanama do na ba no musa how kese no ye ba bi o mo betina nti o mo di week no no mo ye ni se o mo abefa kwan bi so no mo kan mo sa ase afrefra aboafo ahodo no mo hwe kwan mo ankasa ebitimi esi adankora ebitimi akora nipa kwekweku bese eduana and ohwe saadi we ho ka no ekwe ni mu kakra nti ye ba beboa mo ye fundraising emra wo mo de enedwumadi no so economy eye kama ni wie no na se ne o mo komodi a e ba edwumadi na se e kire no e si bi bra government hospital also na ye hwe edwuma hodo a e koso e wo e hono no kreni tefa government hospital e seriously understaffed seriously we do department be ebia ihe nipa be se 30 a we nipa wo ye 6 the here nipa be se 10 we hwe na nipa wo 2 3 enti yenso yahu say aban si anamufo ye de be call your health ministry and Ghana Health Service na ya pa ko hwe kwan interface your next staffing of your health facilities almost bit my boy na yenya the right number if not the right number nearest to
any TA bank crash penny ya one on the hwe half one on of a mensi and also honorable Kwasi do say and yetini in 7 year free angel 96.1 FM so the boa kwemu ye hmeso akoti aboa fon krato ye ba dia ka chiri ye de bemba mu
papa be no na ampa so be do so a ampa akonshanasi papa pini no the 19 year papa pini on na chiri ba ne alaji ni jono ne kone ne na etito but the 19 year papa pini the have reason say me student but me ba na me aduma ono so bo mo medication ka but we play me to me hu the other so man say na say be 17 to me the hamper
I just want to form more card recklessly me can I don't know how
ebi adwen nyina bajo obi ye de a enam so kyokara no mo be kan nyina esan say obi ha ono wa ko fa ne nyoma na ade o mo kwase wi mu na ade o ka che o mo ntetramo at station kura na oda o ka che na nti wet ma ka say eno bi kan na ma kwanhia na yede adosu nti say omo rules and regulation be mo be gu ama ye ukada riders na omo fangu ama na ye band na ode echiche omubotom ono kojina onya bush bebia not in motos not she omu nyango moto ndi ono emfa no badum so bi ba no odum no encha ya mo check ye bag money ye botom ni na mo check ye mo yes ad na bet ma boy na anu be check
say we dey say we do wi a obranchi omu nyina free breku kwan na eba enti enwa wa say even say wu san hokra na enya dey alaji we be show enti ohun ya nyeso se ko befa baabi a ofa no de akoko enti ye besre riders no in fact since she papa bi o wa se ye de be ma o ma ye besre na mpanifo etie omfa ngu kwan because the we are nowadays motor accident ni si titru asen ha line no de ehu esi so a ehu pa
omu no ka che me se o mo ba meeting no confede mo ba MPP meeting meeting na okona me se me so me de obi ko akura into mon komra o medu na de asan mon frem ba be fa o nti makosi na menye obi sade neighbor asa ni pa kon na o ba meeting ni bi chedru kro ba akosi na papa e frem say say ni say na to papa pe ni mienu no na ampa so ebedu so a ampa akwanhia na si papa pe ni no the night ni papa pe ni on na chiri ba ne alaji ni jono ne kon ne na etito but the night ni papa pe ni the have reason say me student but me ba na mbe aduma ono so bo am medication ka but we play me to me hu the other so man say na say be something to me the hamper
I just motive for more hard. Recklessly, you can I don't know how
ebi a dwen na bajo obi ye de a enam so kyokara na mo de beka nyina esan say obi ha ono wa ko fa na nyoma na ade omo ko se wi mu na ade o ka che omo mo ntetramo at station kura na oda o ka che na nti wet ma ka say enu bi ka na ma akwanhia na ede adosu ndi say omo wo rules and regulations be mo begu ama ye ukada riders na omo fangu ama na ye ba nda no de echiche omubotom ono okoji na onya bush bebia not in motors no se ohun nyanko moto ndi ono emfa no badum so bi ba no odum encha ya mo nchaki ye bag mo ni ye botom ni na mo nchaki ye mo yes ad na bet ma boy na anu be chaka
say we dey say wadu wi a obranchi omu nyina free breku kwan na eba enti enwa wa say even say wu san hokra na enya dey alaji we show enti ohun ya nyeso se ko befa baby a ofa eno no de akobo enti yebesre riders no in fact sense se papa bi o ha se de be ma o ma yebesre na mpanifo etie omfa ngu kwan because the we are nowadays motor accident ni si titru asen ha line no de ehu esin so a ehu pa
omo no ka che me se omo ba meeting wa confede omo ba MPP meeting me ntie na okona me se me so me de obi ko akura nti omo nkomra omo bedu na ade asa omo frem ba be fa omo nti makosi na menye obi sa ade ne ba sa ni pa ko na oba meeting ni bi cheduru kro ba ko na papa ye frem se ni se na to papa pe ni mienu no na ampa so bedu so a ampa akwanhia na si papa pe ni no the night ni papa pe ni on na chiri ba ne alaji ni jono ne kon ne na etito but the night ni papa pe ni the have reason say me student but me ba na mbe aduma ono so bo am medication ka but we play me to me hu the other so man say na say be something to me the hamper
I just motive for more hard. Recklessly, you can I don't know how
ebi a dwen na bajo obi ye de a enam so kyokara na mo de beka nyina esan say obi ha ono wa ko fa na nyoma na ade omo ko se wi mu na ade o ka che omo mo ntetramo at station kura na oda o ka che na nti wet ma ka say enu bi ka na ma akwanhia na ede adosu ndi say omo wo rules and regulations be mo begu ama ye ukada riders na omo fangu ama na ye ba nda no de echiche omubotom ono okoji na onya bush bebia not in motors no se ohun nyanko moto ndi ono emfa no badum so bi ba no odum encha ya mo nchaki ye bag mo ni ye botom ni na mo nchaki ye mo yes ad na bet ma boy na anu be chaka
say we dey say wadu wi a obranchi omu nyina free breku kwan na eba enti enwa wa say even say wu san hokra na enya dey alaji we show enti ohun ya nyeso se ko befa baby a ofa eno no de akobo enti yebesre riders no in fact sense se papa bi o ha se de be ma o ma yebesre na mpanifo etie omfa ngu kwan because the we are nowadays motor accident ni si titru asen ha line no de ehu esin so a ehu pa
omo no ka che me se omo ba meeting wa confede omo ba MPP meeting me ntie na okona me se me so me de obi ko akura nti omo nkomra omo bedu na ade asa omo frem ba be fa omo nti makosi na menye obi sa ade ne ba sa ni pa ko na oba meeting ni bi cheduru kro ba ko na papa ye frem se ni se na to papa pe ni mienu no na ampa so bedu so a ampa akwanhia na si papa pe ni no the night ni papa pe ni on na chiri ba ne alaji ni jono ne kon ne na etito
Israel asrafo ku Palestinians no miensa na ni nyina ye nsubransan bi ejejaye ewo ahye no so ho no mo ne Gaza asase no so na ensu a ewo ahye no so a emo mo bo fipam no ena ekoyiri ye yiri ya wonu mani abre bi no mabobo abotenti amfusuo ne mframa ameme maso de kwa mo no mayetu kwatena wani abre no ena kan yonis mpatamu honom na afo fam wo mu hu se Israel fo agya to payem ene bebra tawu enipa miensa krada dan wonu matina nanom nsia do atoyem honom ada na saade akoso yi aye UN ya pa efrise wo mu susu se Palestinians yi edidi ani aduro hu nsama kwatwe ede ama wo mu enti bribia no ba bia aduane ne nsuro ne nnuro wo no ehonum no mo kakwa kese ehwo so ne bia Israel fo ehwe no mu gina brano na wo mu die awudie bia te se yie na Gaza mpopro no so ama ne bofo a wode nsemi to Al Jazeera nim eye Ibrahim Al-Khalili an wo chese Israel srafo ne de wo mo aye bo apaye to paye no mo to ya akwakum ni pe te se yie ye fra ba bi yellow lane na sa lane no so na honum no no ma hyese wonkọ entra enti predo ba ye wonso yiri ne mframa ne mu sana na domo pa ba bia o mu de o mu tibefa no ena nam so ma wo mu bo bre te se yie kum ni pa miensa se UN akasem amosim prempre wo mu hwe kwa akro be fa so a wo be kọ adehye ne mu afise nipa ba ye mpimu du miensa sabre wonu mabrabo ayeba sababi oti beto ekwa be fa so wo be didi wo yare a wo be no maduranya ayarehwe ningina ayerodo rada samwa enei wonu mu gina so asempanyimfo se wo mo enko mo mo no so be yo mafam de bia na wo mo de aboa sa kwan no so
Yawie kasebo no ye fa sedam fa mayen semfo pani abwagida Costa wone ye kasebo de mofo nyina na ya nso ene be gina camera no wachi hia wo chinchim camera no ma yetimi stream ye kwasi sky face papa bi air condition repairer ai wono so ene betena Facebook no wachiri ya wodanda bibia ediko ye Facebook no so ye fa sedam fa menyu mekwa hudo ye Atwema Bank PLC beboya no pay usika samu tutu yete say enko ya wo de fa kwadan won besia bia nso a wo pe no wo de kwadan won a obeboa
ene afa nko Angel Herbal Products cream ni soap ni bia wudi we twitwi so na de we srasa na wunya fatwi keke ni bi nso ababia yo ya no eno ayese bam na chese wo de awasa na na asene no wunya mixture ni bia malaria no on mebium for 0208 164457 yeba Josu
asomfo yeba sumaro pay ayemi na nekusi mensa mini aba
the finance minister Fiatia Brodia aka Medibewum
yeba sorry na agudi ma konfo no dia agudi mo nsam no ede abro mawu kodo wone quality wo mai krado yo mo dia agudi mo nsam no ede bro ye enra alata yawfo o mo last chance ano no ankoyi world cup here mo qualify asama mo second chance ese ja mo mfam prepre mo na mo mrambe wure mo enra panetisa omo eboye no atia fa alata ya so ama sese de DR Congo wo mo ena ekomunim update ni nyina no se opebi atia maukodo woni quality o my krado yo mo de bonsabo brew
you is that have confidence in me. It is not the money in your pocket that will allow you to transform Ghana. It's the ideas in your head that will allow you to transform Ghana. What I want to say to you is that have confidence in me. It is not the money in your pocket that will allow you to transform Ghana. It's the ideas in your head that will allow you to transform Ghana. What I want to say to you is that have confidence in me. It is not the money in your pocket that will allow you to transform Ghana. It's the ideas in your head that will allow you to transform Ghana. What I want to say to you is that have confidence in me. It is not the money in your pocket that will allow you to transform Ghana. It's the ideas in your head that will allow you to transform Ghana. What I want to say to you is that have confidence in me.
Angel 96.1. Ebrason ye the warm up and e ba gude ho nsɛm a nsa ka ene dwo anɔpɛ ya boa ne nyina no a ye betimi e da brɛ nti woni entena na ye fa nsɛm ne nyina enso emra ewo efisem mu no make us say Ghana Premier League no emu ayɛ papa weekendi Manchester course or results table ni nyina no ye the ho nsɛm enso ebrɛ ye nimpefe say Black Stars of Ghana akɔpiemu ewo Korea na mebo atena Ghana and Korea ebo ye the ho nsɛm eba ya tese players ni bi Afri camp esansa omapra ye the ho nsɛm ebrɛ weekend so swag awards etimi koso ama who details nyina no ye nsa ka obete ansa na ya sorry to way anymore ana ewo fi
okay Enra and a Kobanse Nigeria mino antimi unqualified to the World Cup for Congo. Eso meka game near 1-1. I'm a Kobanse penalties no and a Congo mino etimi at the qualifier and no masu etime koso Eric Kelly. Accuse the Congo for this omu yusundro and the ball penalties no na. Sako to pa. Okay, yeah, the San Seven no, and the better Norway, mino, I qualify a World Cup since 1998. And so mino, Etima qualify and somewhere you know, and summer, Yade Emamo, Emano Masu, Etima Cosmo Kodo, and no pay so bad the Akaboma Filia, a Makion restaurant. Yes, Makion restaurant. And Eho and I bet the Jeff Philip for Christmas here, baby. Over so pure coaching, baby. Not didi I fine. I made Janino Call Square. I am a Kion restaurant. Makion. And I do any chair. Your fufu and in light soup. On set, just I do and Namna Yahuano. Namna Yahuano. Omen the Yafufu. Yes. And the amount. Your fufu near Bunabunu and crying with assorted meat. And your demount. Afei se upe fufuo ene enwa enkwan tese fufuo ne cotton kwan ena afei tese emre nkwan ni nyina no makion ese bubi eme bia so atimi akoso ye wo banku ne okro banku ne tilapia ena afei ye wo jam and plantain with palava sauce enya some kitwa kra eni tino saupe fried rice jollof rice any plain rice makion restaurant Chinese recipe, Lebanese food, Nina no benya biato, Makion restaurant, enya some kitwa kwa, ubetima meki order, eme biasu etimia koso, number befa, nadia your order no, 0244 41 7446 0544 989879, Nani Makion, Akasa, eme biasu etimia koso, Yemfasida, Emma Kingdom, Herbal Center, the Nomiansa, and the diabetes so, more Kingdom garlic capsules, and in bitters, and where just so immune system, ebetuasia, arthritis, ebeco stroke, and a sehawa, and your Kingdom Herbal Center, and your Kingdom garlic capsules, and in bitters, no, and a wonum, Sansuna Kingdom, ginseng power capsules, and where just so, Mema Mayamre, I won't pem, Onum Kingdom ginseng power capsules, etuasia, mental stress, and I'll say, just a West Spain, ebetuasia, tremendous capsules, and the no manon, I see how be oberset a tighter, a tremendous capsules, and a onum, Sanson, our tanker, our wasia. And also Benumbi, and a dear sweating Mercoso, baby a tomb be drobiano, Ubenyan Rowebi, and so etimiato, Ubetimia Fomo, Nanoma Casa, 0275 804 064 0302 938 153, One Kingdom, Herbal Center, Ebertuchon Como Bash, Digital Sunlight, and we just so decoder, NSO Pa. Basis autonomy and the amount matches because weekend club football. I remember Baka and you talk open the coda. No matches in India. And your bus digital satellite obey install at the amount or your door to door delivery. Samsung and Bosumeson. Let's up person recharge more or recharge and some let me the amount. Your packages in the airful. You are prepared junction. Sipumu. Kotoko Johnson 0200 05 0848 0556 287757 Nani Bus Attrition Como Ojo Ventures Bra Number 2 home appliances, television set, washing machine, fridges, iron, your mattresses that way so ya ton ediamo, Samsung and a sofa, and a person this would tell me, or just or 2 million amount, or a cocoa specs. opa dodo atua obetu ama opa ba konso atimi de asufia eno so no obetimi aton e de amount obetimi afre the number no 0548 504270 0260 617324 nani ojo atwetwe nkoma time heba mesha ewe dwaso ema bosume so a mokwa fitira na motiam no ebetu ase wasra no pay why boho malaria ene se hawa aya time enro no ena akwakoto na so watimi anom general body pains untimi ne dia ene so be mo adedia fili your time hh mesha ene the capsules o johnson esa o teyaw ewa johnson mu a unum bia sebetu immune system e support ema atese watenka ewo form ewo mpam bema untimi nya djuma wo mpam aya time hh mesha ene the capsules upe bia to be dro bia uro ha ubenya bia to 0244 417669 now the time akasa.
Alright, Stefan and so Emma Unica Tom Brown, and no ana yedi anopay, baby I will be ano, when you be now can quadani bedi and penny fosu timidi, a kama yepa, Unica Tom Brown, we no se milk in him cranwa, ubedia monia papa, your sizes no, and ketwa ekopema kase 25 kg, and we are nante caps are, and on the bottom, Unica Tom Brown, uhebia, now a fre 0543 884832. 0543884832. Now Unica Tom Brown can be Kenny Rose Internet Solutions and pay open the best of internet ayajuma only Kenny Rose and Kasa dedicated internet, home unlimited, business unlimited, live video streaming, web storage, emails, documents no juma network management, network security no one Kenny Rose Internet Solutions and Komo Kenny Rose Kumase Ashtown Ecobank Nenchenwa number 0208 282810 0208 282810. Now ni Kenny Rose atwen komo Dream World Travel and Tour e bon krofo pi a mutu kwan akọ Dubai ne Qatar na ma ya adwuma Dubai ne Qatar adwuma na okoye ebi ye security adwuma ebi ye supervisory work ebi ye waiter waitresses ka ho general helpers loaders cleaners warehouse helpers construction workers nyina ye hiamo we a driver we a motor rider we a skilled worker Dream World Travel and Tour o si Dubai ne Qatar adwuma na okoye ofa birth set and passport na oni o matwen komo uni bi kra no abra no momo na yebi omo Kumase Abrepo Junction bode no a NS Chemist ewo no omo ho na Tinga Junction obehu Dream World ewo ho obetima friend so ewo 0553 033 735 anase 0536 315028 na ne Dream World atwen komo WS Betting Ghana etache WS Betting Ghana omo also no omo boost to up to 150% early cash out home aviator cashback of 10% ewom we are first depositor unya bonus 600% our WS Betting Ghana omo ya de papa obetimi afra omo for any information 0599 282228 0599 282228 now ne WS Betting atwen komo Angel Rock Misha jaso Angel Rock Misha and only a draw I betimi aboa se osisi ya se wonsa ene wonan ayetitriti e basa huntutuo na edu nya ana wontimi kra enidi wunya Angel Rock Misha e betimi aboa pa opani a wosoro no pay waposo ya mayento Angel Rock Misha enfamraw eno ene beboa na aposo ya no nyina enso afiri ho eboa ama de sanso a bema wotimi kwa na joha uwurawura ama de chia ya to ye din semi wura ne bibia aye kama Angel Rock Misha jaso uhia pia frɛ 0244 719230 and answer 0244 186612 Angel Rock Misha was say akokra bedi
wa beti ede ase no ho eno eye Dr. Koko ten edra ode abetwa so Rock Misha Angel Rock Misha eno no ye kwamono ne near the Mononen no Edia Tuaso Ede Amamo, and no Manchester Urokoso, Yabe Rosa game him near to Wasam no Edia Tuja Oko Africa, and not the end of playoff no. etime course na Nigeria womu any Democratic Republic of Congo and Asia ema sa game no etime course ye starting game no and Kobasa Frank Onyeka wano to atene kan adema Nigeria man no and wetiem from Twitter and some that's a Misak earlier or no and take no adema ye DR Congo game no 1-1 90 minutes ye wuramu ewata extra timer obia no otime to atena enso etime kan ho ema Nigeria man no edu penalties Nigeria able 6 omu samiensa sanso ena Congo fono and some double 6 omu SMU enti aya 4-3 ena koba se Congo banon Eurama, womu a qualify, Emma Noma so etime akosua, yet and was some to members and game so, never me fun to just enra, a cobas and Italy mino, Omukema no akosino, womu and swing vanitas a Norway, and a CIA, Nasa game ya Norway mino, ever to me a sako to us, etime qualify, and answer on mine and Italy, Omu ever to me a Norway, I know a 9-0, yet it can be tutano, I'm almost etime qualify. Naso say nemma kobano Norway mino and so let me kose enaya Italy mino etimete kanimba ko Ellen Halabo 2 goals Edema, Norway mino and waiting Antonio Nusa, Etwatina Ansana, Aya Jagger Larsen, one who answer 4th goal, and some let me jama timno, Emanomasu Etimia Kosua, Yate and want some there to say, Norway mino, Etimia qualifier, Omu Echo Waterpa, Yate and want some no, and so Etimia to Portugal mino, almost say 9. Emma Armenia timno. Omantimi anteka enu etime koso Bruno Fernandes ebo hat-trick enema team no Sanson ena Joao Neves ono so ball hat-trick enso etime enema team na adante na ne team ade tese eno aye Gonzalo Ramos otwatena enso etime enema team na eno maso etime koso eni ntiawie no na tese ayempono Portugal mino enso etime sesa kema eno etime koso Hungary mancha eno etota no omu eni Ireland game no na no say atas Hungary mino about 2 goals Ireland mino and some that was 3 and into Sobera Omaina, Niti Aditas Ireland, Omil has 2 games, and Wetima Cosono, Omusa Portugal, Emma Nomasino, Etima Coso Sanso, and no Omusa winning gamer, and Wetima Coso, dear Tenisa, Abrante Bakua, Niti Aditas Troy Parrot, Onon, and a winning game no, Edima Timno, and I'm so about 2 goals, Edita Portugal, and you're from Twitter, and some letters and no gamer, and Wetima Cosono, or Sanso Bo Hat-tricker, and some let many more Maya, Niti at the Northern Islander, and on another Republic of Ireland, and no any chance at Japan. Yeah, this is story, no, and the other gentle, no, and a little team, no, and some let him to my qualifier, yet and also Mukobo playoff, yet and was some there to just so far. My man found to just a country, sir, or my qualifier, no, Omia Makuma could 32, and I qualify so far, and Tisauria, and no, I come Makuma could 16, and almost better me joining, Omo qualifier, I was international breaker, and what to my course, no, or my 90 other France, Omo qualifier. Croatia mino etime qualifier Portugal qualify and then from to just Norway and from Latin Roma. Yeah, this is story known. And the Twitter and Mama Sumati Martina says, so our test is UEFA, Omu answer playoff, a better Mercoso, and Yamia Tuma, and Anitina, and the attack clubs national teams, almost from the better China, and I'm saying you're 16 on Emuma Kumaku 8, and as you see, I make us say, Omu answer Latin qualify, our test is our playoff, and no better Mercoso, Italy minor qualify, Ukraine qualify. Czechia qualify, Ireland mino, Albania, and you're from Twitter, and some that's a Sweden, Romania mino. And I say, I am Northern Ireland, almost some that me qualify for playoff now. Yet I want some there to the Akas 8, almost no, I bet me a join it, and the players wait me a Kosua. Yet I want some there to Namakachos and Nigeria, and run on my film, and my Tessa gamer, and wait to my course in Congo, as a Nigeria team on penalties, Cecilia Mekase Congo, Oma qualifier, Omukoko intercontinental playoff, Emmanuel, and so Etimia Koso, Cecilia Mekas, oh, your man. Omatimi qualify and some Gauram and what is a playoff now. Congo Minon, Media Tuda so ma qualify from Africa, Sanso and Yanfantuta, and some that's Oko Comeboa, and no Aye Bolivia, almost all qualify, Oko Oceania, and near New Caledonia, almost all qualify, and to the Sameka say, Aka Aminon, Makumakumi and Sa, Ometimi join and some that's in the free Asia, and no Aye a gamer, and no Abetima Koso, Sanso and a Conca Cafonso, Akama Kumienwa, Omosunon, Abetima join Edia Friho, and Tinamia Tumanon, Ayatina, and a third games on. Ebekoswa, Yabo Tessa, my Miansaya, Ometima join a 3 already, almost Wetima qualify, no more so intercontinental playoff, Yadis house story, no, and some let him your Twitter, na and Nigeria matter, and Wetima Cosanon, over her game na, a Cosana South timer, na Omupo, a penalty kicker, and Wetima Cosanon, Yahoo said coach in anything, and it just a Kelly, or non, and a coach in Nigeria, and that's not him, and no be your face or na sani sa time no na Congo omu ensom na technical team no emu bako and the Nigeria coach no ensom that me first na mako owura no ase ogina ho on say last penalty is now course no Nigeria Kwame Adjei and a course any the team no say a Tanzania and Bemba a kobo the penalty ni say na Nigeria efrimo enti sa time na okobo na any awuso owura no awrosoko eno aye bencha ene Congo for bencha kobasa no omususo ne mum amacheso owura no enso etene ho say otamboto ewo fomo e kobasa Tanzania and Bemba ese go no eno sa awrosoko ha and Kenya Name and a Kubasa Monfo, and so Ranima and Katradian Atoye, and a Biasu Etimia Koso Kama. Na Yaria game non near Kobusa said, Open your Genesis, a Kobasan and Toka a paye, and what is a game across Deme Pa and a Congo Omubanchino, Omuya, a Kobasa Orosia, Nanka Kwaku, Orani Biaranoa, also who's a Congo for Niandro. Ewo Mubancho, Omuyandro Sam, Ossi I, Yabo Panatia, Omu Cransobim, Omu Tunisea, Yabubia no more to and Diano Muchewe, or Yabubia no more to, and to say, Omuyandro, Anunti, and a Kobas or Rosia, or no, Etima Coyente, some coachino, Edituja.
Eric, coming towards the end of the game, I could see that you were a bit frustrated with maybe some of the DR Congo staff members. Could you give us an update on what happened there?
During all the penalty the session, the guy of Congo did some every time. So this is why I was a little nervous after him.
Yeah. What did you see?
Something like that, you know, with the I don't know if it's a water or something like that, you know. So I don't know.
Quel est votre message
No, I am some Eric Kelly. One no and a coach in Nigeria on team no and Orano and the San Sam now Twitter don't want some no and the matter for Ellen Hala. Now Orano Nigoso no incredible. As Siameka say, Oko Anon enters this season. What about 20 matches at the club and country? Jamete and say was 32 goals. 32 goals Orano and Sweatimas and Bakupe and a penalty. One and Sweatimas Ajabakoya incredible. Ewa one say out of 20 games no Emuma Kumaku 18 Ebiano or say 1 or more goals. Nice every 2 goals econom. Orano and so let me say into 18 course and that's 18 games no and I went to me to another 2 games and I went to me and say course and no and so NHS Tiapa Yadia Twitter Sasia Makers Oko national team were bought 48 matches was 55 goals as Sasia Makers were tie with Ora Nite Adikilan and Mbappe and I was signed when Rino and say Ora Mono and no answer was Sura Yadis so you know and so let him Twitter Yademe for Emma Musumet Matina Calf Oma was on Abekoson Yamia Tuma and no Wednesday and I was night no Emekoso Morocco Sesia Mekase final 3 Victor Osimhen Galatasaray Our Nigeria, Mohamed Salah, our Egypt, Osina Kadmaliwa Putimno, and Alfe Asraf Hakimi, and Sonto Morocco, Wanosubo Edima PSG, and Tia Wednesday, and Amalkodo Kafa Wosono, and Sonto Baswa, Yepebako Ediamano, and Biaswetima Koso Asraf Hakimi, and the deserve say, Omu Ediman in Tebete, say Obetimati, and also on Timinitimanko, Twaso Emae.
All right, yeah, for Twitter, I will fear some Kakraswa and Sakadia, and I shall say at the free Black Stars as well. Yamebo China and Opa 11 and a Ghana, Yana South Korea, and so Ebo, make us a team no, Afri Japan, Akopium, our South Korea, our my training crowd, Obaka Japan, Asha Kaminua, Yentumi Ante, Yamebo China and Opa 11 and a Ghana and South Korea, and so Ebo, now Obakaya, Yana Japan game no, a Brantia Francis Abu, Epra Yepa, in crying Sakachese, a Brantiano, I surgery, you know, I am successful. I Japan wa obedi na kakra. I Japan ho and sana we free ho. I be PM on the club and also Toulouse and also our France memu. To make us say there Francis Abu that's why I Japan. Abra Ghana team no. I go PM I South Korea. Now no peso the answer can say Emrantia mienu and so free camp. I Brantia Mohamed Salisu and afe Antoine Semenyo on free camp and I'm say omonso apra we en koma yen second if you Black Stars camp ho. To celebrate there I can 19 players and a coach Otto Addo ebetimashem na odio masia kan etia South Korea and that's na and asa game no and so ebetimi abaso Yemfi woni ehwe Ghana Premier League no so weekend games so week number 10 and itimi so na de tie ne se memenda no ena hyase was Swodro House of Folk apiemu ene All Blast ekoteye obi antimi anto atena was a game no ase eno akwasie games aka no etimi eba so Asante Kotoko ene Aduana Football Club obi ato atena bako Aduana be share first goal Asante Kotoko eteka no a game no obi enso de 1 point ekofie Bethem United eto atena mienu Abra Samates Entimanti Bakokra Heart of Lions enso de nkunim ekamienu Abra Young Apostles enso Entimanti bi Gold Stars enso Trifa Karela Foso ekabako a Karela enso Entimanti Brekum Chelsea ebo modern epuso atena mienu Abra Nations FC enso etimu ebako Basake Holy Stars any Vision FC game no aye tipenkon a obi ato atena mienu afi Dreams FC enso she Hoho United ekabako a Hoho Entimanti team efano 11 Wonders etena fie ama mediema ebe shene kamienu a 11 Wonders enso etimu ebako we any games a ano ekoso weekend in the Ghana Premier League results ye de ema wo na table no say anaye yemfa ntodwa say Mediema Sporting Club after 10 games no Mediema asabedi kan omo 21 points Heart of Lions etoso mienu ono so 21 points Aduana Football Club abetoso miensa 20 points Gold Stars etoso 9 19 points House of Folk etoso num 17 points Asante Kotoko etoso ensia 16 points mind you Kotoko 2 games obebo esha free gym against Young Apostles and against Basake Holy Stars team otoso enso Samates ono so 16 points Young Apostles toso ngoche 14 points Vision FC toso nkono 13 points Karela etoso du ono so 13 points Dreams FC toso du bako 11 points Brekum Chelsea enso 11 points etoso du mienu edumiensa Hoho United omonso 11 points ho afe edu enine no Nations FC over 10 points Bethem United toso du nsia 9 points Swodro All Blacks 8 points toso du nsia edu so no Basake Holy Stars over 6 points and 11 on the Chotwa ono so 2 points and we Ghana Premier League no said the tier and amatimi ede amawi enra Legon Stadium no were Young Apostles on 11 Wonders atena fie elusu game no ema mediema na coach ema mediema no Owura Ibrahim Tanko wase oma win game no nanso modembo no anso ani said they were pekra.
Yes, and especially in the first half, and we lose a lot of simple ball. The energy was not so up to the standard, and we make a lot of mistakes. That's why, we find it very difficult to play on our own game. But I think in the second half, the most important thing is the 3 points, and we get it, and I'm very happy. Of course, I'm proud of all the substitution we made, and if you see, we bring also Mubarak to stabilize our back four, and I think all of them did well. Those who came in, they came to fight and then to get this win. I think it's very, very good for the team.
Wei and summer coach Emma Mediama or the Etuja Ibrahim Tanko Enono. Now Ora J. Sapon and a coach Edema 11 Wonders or some match Nadia or who say Team Fan say Mediama deserve win no Sanse or share chances are one more antimi answer now for mistakes or more yeah any penalty in a bottle yanwa now almost your mugusu every mistakes in him.
Mediama has quality players. Mediama has players who are determined, who are experienced, you know. They're a shade of background, you know. So for me, it was a lesson learned from them. I didn't come early, so I'm trying to put pieces together. So I would say it is not late yet. At least we are able to score. So as we go on, we may be able to score, and then one day we'll see us also winning matches. They played very well. We were committing reckless mistakes. You know, giving them the ball to score. We had a penalty. We have scored with that penalty. You know, we messed that one. If we had added that one to the goal, we would have been on level terms. But it didn't happen that way. So for me, as a learning curve, we still go back home. We still get our acts together. And as we plod on, one day you hear that we leave the bottom there.
Okay, Dako, 11 Wonders, ebe free bottom of the table, ho. Jay Sapon, any attain and Kano, Yamra Kumase, Enra, Coach Chioba Aristika, what the Adriana, Ebenya 1.0 Kumase, after the game, no, Aristika, HSA, or you satisfied the power draw, no, was it a good sense, game Nankasa, na a more day, chances, no, two teams, no, Obianya chances, maybe of force, Enra game, no, na a beautiful football power.
Yes, for me, congratulations from the player about is respect our plan tactic from the first minute to 90 minutes. Kotoko have the individual player better us, but us have the better team inside in the pitch from discipline, tactic and working together. I have another 3 or 4 chances from the score. If it's coming the score, maybe I will win the game. But also Kotoko have 3 or 4 chances from the score. Congratulations from these two teams about he play very good today, very good football. If he's continue like this, is good from the football in the Ghana.
Okay, and your coach Emma Adriana Chioba Aristika and our ten Kano Yentie coach Emma Asante Kotoko Ura Karim Zito was saying no resource no nani anyeho kra sanse game nankasa no wa force send squad or one as a pra edininya. In fact anu akra no na was set kwadwo estate ye be chance no ana kwadwo epulu ye na was sakraye bia ni nyina no say aha ne ye pa.
I'm not satisfied, but I can't blame anybody because when you look at our game, 3 games previously, you will see a lot of change. Why? Because of injuries. So it was like when you look at us in the field, we couldn't put 1-2 together. So I have to do an early tactical change to bring in Baba so that we stabilize. So if I tell her I'm okay, I'm not okay because on our way of winning or trying to win the league, we should win all the home matches. So now it is another depth that we should go at all costs, go away and then go and win. But at the end of the day, this is what comes. So there's nothing I can do now.
Okay, nti eno ne nsamo coach Emma Sante Koroko Karim Zito wode atudwa enso ewo ho na no memenda enso ewo swodro Abra All Blacks team no ne has of folk tipenko no obekaya before the game no na All Black supporters na chese say coach Ahmed Fati antiman shahas pa dia ene ombe forso ama ya pam no omuntimi ne ntena swodro ho kra na after game na match ne tipenko no na amanfo pipeline ene chitafo no ebi abu afuye pa na emma na omuwo mu no ewo swodro ne say enu chena ebnada na say coach Ahmed Fati pa empanifo pam ne dia ene ombeye naked demonstration ediatia no ombe dwaso kwata ene tia obolo so obolo ebeye hu pa ne mebo achena ewo so aduru
seriously say yenjane kwan a Sunday omunye training tombe training Monday obekana ladies ni alabo naked ye turn is either so obeko ana so behu ye nakedness seriously mo kasa na mo si obobo obras nye academy team ye mbo academy dabi ye bo premier ye mbo academy to on obo football obo good football on your uncle the chrome no ko bo Morocco good football ye put 3 points every match be ye put 3 points me pa ucha me see ye be naked abe channel so person shani ama so si onko it so be shani ama ye channel because ye wo first division po has of folk ye ne bo draw first division ye has of folk bo draw ye ba premier ye has of folk aba bo draw adey na sabi coach who pay changes or starting a 20 players on the omobon and one on the omobon. Meanwhile, we have 40 players at Ethiopia. You are playing against us of folk, experienced team. Say now experienced players not the Omato. Ade, you will be more they can start. If all your coach now bench in your good, what type of coach are you? Messi Tuesday. Yeah, you remember Tuesday. So see on yeah. Abebani aboya who naked. Yeah, I don't mention uncle.
Okay, nyameboa etena ebe he de besi e wo so aduru ebe yire papa enso e wo ho nti de ma yemfa wonsia anopei na ebo 9:30 ye buy the more na enso ebeba swag awards aye course nominate full award winners ni na enso ebeba yenim say goalkeeper Benjamin Asari and a winning local player best player a local the year under review no no so abaso de ni na first half ye ba ye betimi enso e de abanti na enso ene de tie e wo ho anopei ma me fan to just on the 5th of December, Abra FIFA World Cup draw no ebeba so ewo USA no Angel 96.1 ebeko enti Eugene Matt Travel and Consult ana sabre wode ne ho abebo Angel FM Eugene Matt ana sabre de wode Angel FM ewo America na yakwa akwhye sa World Cup draw no draw na ebehu baabi a Ghana beko group a Ghana beko no Eugene Matt ade ne ho abo Angel FM na me fanto just say Eugene Matt nso no 2026 FIFA World Cup no oye accredited agent ono so ebeboa na amanfo timi akwhye World Cup ni binti make say ya no Angel 96.1 opesa oboa yen na yakwa sa draw no eba empa ho kra sabre ya mileage Eugene Matt Travel and Consult benya no won so betimi anya bi tinasa enetie Eugene Matt okumase ya wo mo ewo eye North Central so Bugis bode ne achi hwa ewo South Junction so pe ana Eugene Matt Travel ewo obetima frɛ no ewo 0553 944608 and I say 0547740774 na Eugene Matt anyway din kita ho tinasa enetie ye konti happy birthday in confirma Mrs. Alberta A Bafo Enison.
Yes.
Mrs. Alberta A Bafo Enison. And birthday. Yes, Papa Bafo and wife and no MC the best and be a friend.
Papa Bafo. Long time.
Yes. Oh, fantastic.
Papa Bafo of Kenya.
Oh, nice one. Nice one.
Yeah, wishing the wife.
Mrs. Alberta A Bafo Enison. Happy birthday. Let me show you pa na on count.
Yes, when you can na do bia nkoso kama ya Bafo do no. Hey, you the best.
Maukodo.
Yes, Kwame.
Enti nyame ya draw near da ben.
5th December.
5th December.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. See Eugene Matt.
Yes, Eugene Matt.
Otuhias.
Yeah.
On the echo.
Yes.
Okay.
Opposite chairman for say opposite Kobia. Or the Angel Echo shed draw number. No one say World Cup name no. Opposite Kobia. Odobeko.
Here.
Yeah.
Here pa. Enti yabona baso.
Yes.
Omo nso a eba bejoin no me join na ma de no enye kama.
Yeah.
All right, we can them say DR Congo and I qualify. And omo matches fufuro bi on besa abana.
No, omo qualify to straight to the World Cup. Omo kobo intercontinental playoff. So far, ebi be free Asia, Oceania, CONCACAF, South America and Africa. Intebe 6 teams.
Okay.
So far 6 teams mumi ensana qualify. Bolivia from the Southern America. And yawo Congo from Africa. And so far yenya New Caledonia from Oceania.
Okay.
Intiaka CONCACAF any Asia no Iraq any UAE ebebo. Wa be no wa qualify.
No, so I
first match ni 1-1.
Okay.
And CONCACAF, Panama, Costa Rica, Honduras, Jamaica, omo part we she no we kushia wa be qualify. No abisia Curacao, Haiti, Suriname on se ho two na be qualify. Antida Panama, Costa Rica, Honduras, Jamaica, ba ku be free omo group no na Curacao, Haiti, any Suriname. Ba kunso free wa 22 ne expected from more.
Okay.
To mu nyina wi no makwakobo intercontinental playoff be depend on Costa Rica ne I don't know Costa Rica ne Congo. Based on FIFA ranking, minimum do back as Nigeria and qualified there, straight Coco final.
Okay.
Semi-final and Coco final straight on intercontinental. Mo amobeshi barbano. Na mo amobeshi final. But min check Congo for position muda. And the better
Omunko work up there. And Omako be there.
Congo for me.
I think the last time it was Zaire.
Yeah.
I mean, Omon qualify for World Cup.
So you're trying from China. Any behu 3 teams now. Babeka.
And then Congo for no and do more you qualify to the World Cup.
But teams are Bobum Curacao in New Caledonia. No,
but teams in you were now Belgium Kazakhstan. One GD is Kazakhstan for Betimia Hodi. Are you Belgium for Ghana and Comoros? Ecosia. No, be any say Comoros Island Keke.
Maukonina Nika. Armenia and Portugal, 7 Tiffy Mestre. Armenia and Portugal, Portugal pep qualification into Congo, Ukona Yamea now Kusia Curacao, New Caledonia. Untimin Sen qualify. Costa Rica, any Bolivia, no may be a bit me hard.
And I be almost no media who almost say in is an Untimi under team be country be players because even the EPL matches are hold wire bona countries are able to first country be over and mama Belgium Kazakhstan. One GD so betimi hold do not edina could now Belgium and found thereby first names been one then cowboy country no you to automatic qualify my say Obia ba betiro bibi
Nigeria DR Congo on paper
Nigeria favorite but in terms of World Cup qualification boy na Congo better than Nigeria in terms of everything.
So and America says so countries now on betimi present a better team
format is saying Angel and na me ma example say Congo team na here kan no more form Oyo group omu kodem am check omu group no mo ne Senegal na group out of 30 points omunya 22 Senegal nya 24 na the qualify it tells you say Congo team no me team no so mu qualify because they even teams be omu di first omu group na no mu dem no Congo enya better points than those teams no internet say no more form and omu say the room was our playoff nim no omu say Cameroon and you know we are better than those teams no do mukobo ewo qualifies ni nyina na manifest and no ma qualify enti o sa team we na say o ko intercontinental playoff teams e bia o me hard ewo Costa Rica Bolivia o mu ko mo ne bot sen enti o say nya one slot no be kan woni Africa nya sa 10 na ye
and ugidi say DR Congo baby or do the teams no no
e be 70%.
Okay,
so qualified to the World Cup.
Okay, all right. Ya behe said the ebeko na baby ebepe omu baby edomu ebitina but enra em say I rehosem ba ko a twa masum ye was Bra Kwame ABC Matuno.
Yeah, Bra Kwame.
Unum. Oh. ABC Mat see you welcome they say no
na me say boss I post to
no nete patase ura obia wako ABC Mat bia no ura shop wa ne communication ko be fa so no be communicate ne ade ne customer service ne ade top notch and enra say it was very sad enra mete na minini me nua ba ko mu so post no bi say tina me hwe ne comment na e ba say na award Bra Kwame ABC Mat
sem kase pa
nyame mfa ne currency very hard working very very hard nga no pay nkodru no no asi waba no pepa nhwehwe anim kama yet set bibia yi niema babo ko dwumo difference
so
na adwuma from so obre etwawu nyame mfa ne currency nyame mfa ne currency all right me da say yemfensi nyame ya adoma ebihia ebim
Mau Kodo and quality the grandmaster now on the warm-up sports at the Ebreno and the 17th day of the month November in the year 2025 and then I would do our dance a happy birthday nyame enshira onka ho na oma okoma so ade nyina enso embremusa. Nyaminsha onka ho no mo akoma so ade nyina emrem. Happy birthday to Cindy Owusu inside Kokoso. May the good Lord bless you. Much love. This one is coming from Joshua of Angel FM, wishing you a happy birthday. So happy birthday to Cindy Owusu inside Kokoso and Ewawoda we free Joshua of Angel FM and I see and wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Agnes Beche, a second-year student of University of Education, winning by reading BSc Health Administration and Education. All the best in life. This one is coming from your bestie, Lizzie and Hager, wishing you happy birthday. So, Agnes, happy birthday to you and enjoy the blessings of the Lord. Namin Shao, na onkan and then so happy birthday to David. May God favor you in everything you do. This one is coming from your sister, Mercy, wishing you, David, happy birthday to you and enjoy your day. Dave, and I mean, Papa. Glorious birthday to Millicent. May your wishes and dreams come true. This one is coming from your bestie, Amoa of Jura Eshiem, wishing you happy birthday, Millicent and Order. So happy birthday to you, coming from your bestie, Amoa, wishing you all the best. Happy birthday to my daughter Jacqueline Boache, a student of Purity International School, Kronom Afrancho. Enjoy your day. This one is coming from your dad, Alfred Ofusu Apia, wishing you happy birthday, Jacqueline Boache, Oko School, Purity International School, Kronom, and coming from your dad, Alfred Ofusu Apia, wishing you all the best. Happy birthday to Miss Gloria, a champion of Pac Microfinance Company Limited, Roman Hill. This one is coming from Mr. Ejari of Pac Microfinance Limited. And I say, you wish you happy birthday. So, Miss Gloria, a champion of Pac Microfinance Company Limited, and a happy birthday to you, coming from Mr. Ejare. Belated birthday to Lady Cleopatra Enin, age gracefully baby girl. This one is coming from Angela, wishing you happy birthday. So happy birthday to you, baby girl, and enjoy your day. Enjoy the blessings of the Lord. Happy birthday to my beautiful wife, Mary Ankama, who works at Malcolm Kumasi Mall. Okay, so may your years ahead be filled with God's favor and blessings. This one is coming from Kofi Abanga. Wishing you happy birthday, Mary Ankama, and there we Kofi Abanga. Or see and wish you happy birthday. Happy birthday to my lovely wife. Advice Apia Kubi at Diayan Kwanta. May God bless a new age. This one is coming from your husband, Master Kofi Adanse Enchi. Wishing you happy birthday. So Master Kofi Adanse in Enchi, wishing you a beautiful wife. Happy birthday to you. So Mrs. Happy birthday to you and enjoy your day. Happy birthday to our favorite couple. No, this is anniversary. So happy anniversary to our favorite couple, Mr. and Mrs. Chinibua Kodua, who attends Bantima Presby. Cheers to another year of love. This one is coming from Dr. Abidi Kwad Daso, and I wish him more happy anniversary to you, Mr. and Mrs. Chinibua Kodua, Mamo Awarepa. May God continue to strengthen this union. Belated happy birthday from Obofo in Frankfurt, Germany, to my brother, Mr. Yapoku, aka contractor of Asenso Estate in Kumasi. This one is coming from your brother. Say may all your dreams come true. So happy birthday to you. Belated birthday coming from Obofo, Frankfurt, Germany, to Mr. Yapoku, aka contractor of Asenso Estate in Kumasi. We free abusuani nyina ho. Enti Brian, happy birthday to you. Nyaminsha papa na oma wakoma so ade nyina nso emerem ene a wudi awoda. We say happy birthday to my dearest Lucy, a former SRC vice president of Kumasi Nursing School. He stays at Ampontain. This one is coming from someone special. Wishing you happy birthday. So from the whole team, Kwaju Virus and the team, wishing you happy birthday. Lucy, happy birthday to you and enjoy your day. Say, yaw nimako. I join him with you. I say good morning.
Yeah, we are there, Kwame.
Nempombo ko there.
Kwame, Roma.
How was the weekend?
The weekend was weekend.
Enjoy.
The weekend was weekended. Near Macacao, but
okay.
Yamiada Roma, boy, my eating canning near it me a year. I don't pay Kwame. I said that, and I did my trade yampon. Say, on Nama Dumne, Homo Brosos, no crew crime. Okay, so boy, who buy my BC and no pay. That's what I say. Now, any man also kakra, but I say 20 years so I enjoy Cheswa. Not just say, you could tell, oh, Sapa Pepe. Yamen not do Marakwa, said it be our you know. Ukoswa crew crying, dear, dear buy. It made in Chama a team for no pay. Baby obi wa woti enka bia da o ma say titu wona okuta cars a omubiem commercials no trotro long journey ene taxis no me chia o mo pa o ma sorry o ma ye o ma dwen so be fa kwampa so de aye adwuma no nya me be boa o mo ama o mo nsa aka ne eze se o mo de hwe o mo ne o mabusua enti o mo fa gidie ni aresimu enye na ebeyi na eze kwati kwan yi musu kwati o mo nto mo boa se o mo a omo pese baby a ekwa 3 cities ohun se efi 2 ne 3 eko no oje 10 cities no wan hwe asa sika no beje batuntimi fanye bibi pa bia emra so beso mu ene ubedi. There's a video bi a circulate akwa memete akwa no or party 10 cities and as security for ni bi at this guy so omo and omo ben no omo so no baako e ben na ne yam si no hu se nkofo obisa ne say we normal price obi o pay 10 cities no o hu say baby adu na da o ye baako bisa say aha o say we normal price enye suba papa enti yenye nipa yidim raso okay say ye pese ye man no ko nanima anye obi na beye emra ene de chechire man enti jiri se wiki na mebe nyina ya dom na menua baako Mr. Daniel Opoku Mensa Kwame me na Gates Baptist Church na ne papa free mu weekend na yekuja umu akwan wo eja community deba na eja party ekwa enti Daniel Opoku Mensa se yefanchia ene asedama abusuafo nyina adofo ya mobama ebeja ne papa panyini boaten na wotwe awie ye no oso odamase papa nyame onhyira obia na oma bibia enye kama okay na Kwame me won kama wano pay so okay eko efe na heart of peace omo invite us obey
yeah mekai
okay
mekai pa
anopay heart of peace members yes omo hwe wanim na omai
member
intino eko ne hema onze ko hema ewo Holland
angel
yes dana hema efie cha amponsa boate otonkra ose kancho so wo hwe wanim ose wo hwe manim na na Kwame Adjei so ose ai mu mi nyina nti anope me so nkra
se nana man so konso be
nana mi so ni jemfite but se dia yele dia binu mi enu kon dia de be ka ho ako yes mi so ni jemfite but se dia te bia ro be ko bi na ye nyina na yakọ nti Ghana ha ene wo mo outside to say Holland enkronko Germany Angel, you are invited to join and yes for ohujija na asem to a when you be amanaka bia ma nti obanfo nsan nso se ene otwa ukubi ado ho buma eku papa na omutumfo eboa e ma kina asem to a unya ginafo nti anope Kwame se obi o interest o be join ya on 0249 41 7909 0241 Angel 0249 41 7909 na on join it Ikwa your friend heart of peace na yenwene ye ho
okay
kwa ye befa so etutu ye ho fo
all right nana aman soko bunu nkoso ye ma wan pa nana mo ache anope
pagumani mu ase akere nti besu afre me nyame
su fre nyame na obejo so
ni pa kan sangu meso
su fre onyame so mo se ye nyame pa
me pa da be ye
anu ane boy
ama chidede
okay
Ochana sample.
Amachirede. So be the kind of man in your way. So would ya ma owira wo te. Yam paibo.
Sufre onyame.
Te.
Say omuawo.
Say ye nyame pa.
Ye. I need this song anum ya watu na pay no mihia pa because anope obi here Obi here this inspiration.
Aye, pa.
Unim say weekend last week and Ghana phobia no more ekopa adwuma omo ko military recruitment. Enipa nsia ena hwe omo kwa. Man kwa nsia ewo Airwork Stadium. Ebra no omo akwa na nko omo hwe se omo be go through the process no. Ene reporter abane say 35 omo prior wo Airwork no casualties na bae no 6 efrimu said nim dada no but omo boy amanese 17 and omo a discharge omo say ena emu 5 anenka ewo critical condition no omo say omo offline support and afi 12 so omo ye fairly stable ana 6 afrimu ohe reporter bae na otwin mu na Ashanti region onim say ebra president ba ha no na okasa Jubilee Park no na obo so che say nipa nsia na afrimu okasa nye enkranko a na watese kumase nso binum ho a omo nso prepare de ekoso ho no emu na yare hosem kese pa
ono bati wonyare
ana no pe mahu videos bi ama me se afu
fra me hu ye ma ye din
me se afu no kakra
me vem ya fam
na Kwesi Pon adjoin ye studio sase na nyo no nko a ene bae mahu se ye ma me bi edinachi ye ne no bonkomo Kwesi ye mo ache
me je so ra kwa me
ne mpombo ko de
awrade dum ye ho ye nanso enye bokosa
enye bokosa
nse me kasa ni nyina enye bokosa ya beka ho empenisa nso no abanisa o se ye ka enye boko kwa me
Kumasi on ana ye sa enlistment or recruitment or mo go through the process no so far any pado do say na wanya ntie se o mo prepare ho
kwa me bepem sa brain no metumi aka se minni the official figure no ana listen said o musichiche mu efae ne ye ko hono mo no from applicants potential applicants e wo hwae no mkudidi nkomo no ekirem se saa da no kura no nipa no de no kwasem ne o se du ba bia obetumi exaggerate aka but e bi kan 40 but nyina obi a nchichi mu se de akra de omotumi achiche mu say ICU ebinum responded treatment ebinum so sebia expire and the keka ho no Kumasi de no minya sa anchiche mu no na ekodru ho no omo ankasa omo de omani ehunu bi no omo epu moja de ne anka no kra no su se yiya on de binse no where under we are oko mse surgery obokoye no we na omaye hu bibi ena omo nso a prepraye na Kwame se de meka no megiri se penimfo a na omoye in charge no ena bepem sabre se de ka akrafo aye omo
yenya the listen
yes ko ye meka no wanko ka se ehimfa nyenya no enti omo famra de akrafo na ye no Kwame so omo educate ye Oma me ehunu ne eko ti ye ka oto obo ase chichirechire mu ye hunu but Kumasi de nte sa ye nte se nipa se na yesi nipa se na yesi enna asem wa ye de eba na onsa hoho edi echi no enye ahogono so sa enye ahogono so kra sense wo mu baako o mu twifa no so a
ewo baba yara anopa see around 7-8 mowa anti be 10 mohona omo fefa omo de bi kwa tonsu Kumasi South hospital regional hospital omo de bi ko emena ewo Forikrom municipality to mo do ko baby sa na Wednesday no ababa ko a ono nso awie nursing ene no achikura no wasan asua akọ school sa electrical we so MVTI wo wie eno nso na ni nyina achi no ene wo se sene o se ehu di ono awo ni mu no otumi di wura so je mu nso a obetumi di aboa Ghana Forces Jumedie no nti okobi koso na hoden ene ne bibiare enna unfortunately stampede eko efa no so a o man so dine kom na o damena 3 days na no kwasem ni she was not responding treatment and na omo eyi no a transfer no man referrer to Comfornoche as we speak no we under life support Comfornoche see kase ya that's a critical situation.
Yes, I see, you know, intensive unit away care.
All right, ne mamini. Okay, ne mame ewa hasi ma ye no join here Facebook no so Angel FM Kumasi 96.1 Angel FM Kumasi 96.1 okay ye nko na ne mame Mercy Boatin emo nko ma ye mo achi ya no oben fidie na mam kakra anopai de videos ni pictures amahunu ewa hasi no minti mimisa say etesen but me did say first day na de no ebae no ene anopai wakohwe no
amako ni ho namba he
ni situation etesen
say de aye west kra say de woda ho onye hwe no ane so da wo kasa no a wonte wo mie nani wo chese wonye hwe no ane se woda na machine sisi
then a doctors no control
ye wo emena no de ye ko ho no mo no me ti ya me de kai ko chinchin chese me pese me start na wu no se de eko na tiranko obi a me kasa me de na betina FM obese ni din me wo fie because ofrifie Tuesday no anwumre bla bia otwi huba wono ana me ko ba bia me frɛ no nti o yes obeko no na me frɛ bla no na obefa no nti o mu frifie be 10 o'clock eno mu call stadium ho
okay ma yenhunu ansa wadi mfie sen
me pacha obenya 25-30th December
25 result 24 okay ena now cancel wa school or ye den
oko owie SS ewa aguna na ne results ni aguna SD na ne results ni anye ye na me sama ne ko oboase wo mofi na ne brother wo ho no san ko gina 3 san wie enti owie ye no and also pese wo ye electricals nti me de ni ko school bi wa Accra MVP I was say and MVP and no wie no kra no the whole school no or ye one ni certificate nyina wo ho no mo a se enye hospital na me free buy anka metimi di bibia aba enti wo wie no na che se adwuma asem no because ono no otimi ni obi ekwa adwuma otimi ni obi koye adwuma otimi wo ye adan eye yi nyina to ye no so obesan akọ nursing no na ede ne kwa adanse for me na no koye o mo she brown ni bi eno bi no koye wo wie last year enti ono so no in fact o free ne nkola blem nyina se nkola ne ye career dey fa ope amenfo anyi no wo she na tale bia on page se soldier na police na migration enti ma to forms na minya ekwan no last week ra dey o mo fa weather for yeso mo hwe prison for so no me ko ho Accra ko high hotel ye ko to forms ye ko ye recruitment ya amfre no
na need security service no
bibia ni ho no mo a opese sa ade no ti forms no migration me to de enye yenti na no ye no se wato soja for de ni bi na sa bia yensan try e bia na ye eti ebrada no ono so wanya hospital bia wo mo ne nti o start adwuma dwoada no ti brada no ka jem so mama ne message se wukuada o mu mehia stadium anam se ne won sre ne boss no se wo ye bibi se doctor na wone ne ye adwuma no ma ne kwan ene chese wukuada no eti brada na no ye no se me pese me koda ho ne yesi bi koda ho ti brada no na my boy na my de ka even the foot club be she woja ni fie na driver no san ba be fama no eti me wo ha no pa be 7 no from no say eh man nipa wo ha na me ma me nsa ho kura titi na me se Sandra sa wo hwe na se nipa ne dɔɔso a brefie na ade no de menye sure se wo mbeye ne one day brefie na ade chi a wakono so ma nam se me ba antem ne ti no me wo gate na nim to mu sa bie mu a mewuram nam si yo ne last enkomo a me ni di ya no
ha
eti e ba sa no me wo ha be nine mu ho na obi fe ada no so me hu na ma ye din mete ho no na me nwale ekranti mo na obi frem se ya ma hunu se Sandra afenti ayapeja no de ne share ambulance wo kan na me mo share efri voice na wo mo ko ina bia me ye sure se nipa no enimo no sa na ko ba na me se na wo ye sure so ono a na wo so ono a me hu no gate na chi ansa na ye wuram ena che se me se ene me ba ho na stadium of no so mo de na share ambulance me friend fu sa be my friends are no for next bia kra ni munti na me ba kwa ada so ebe pe kakra wo ho no nam se ne me ko stadium na wo de me kodu na me hu ambulance for na ye dan ya me hu ba bia den fa eti phone me ko nyina na me friend no obi fa no se wo phone ni wo information center ho bla beje em se ne ni pa kro no nim se me
bia onan
anam so eye ne ma me na ka se na me ba no yeso wa fenti ni de na sha ambulance na me hu no so ya ye hwe wo mu wo gate na chi ho nti wo ba ambulance fo no ho a wo be hu no nti me ko nyina me nim se ye serious bisa me ko duro ho no mo a me busa wo se wo mu di bi ko atonsu eni e chese ho no na mo nipa no wo bi kura ni adaje a one wo ka say na me fa dropping nti atonsu na kwa se me wura hospital emergency wo bia me hono na me san ba back eti me ba na me se me hu me ba na fe fu no so ma fresa nipa no mfa biem eti ye no ambulance office wono ge bi wo ho ye nipa pa ye frɛ no me refi ne den no ye no se ma wo ba no na me yi ni picture na ada na jo wo be kon passport picture wo de kon wo ko twa wo ba no say ma me picture we de me fe no ji me phone no di twa ye say ya na ma send aba ne phone no so ama no ti me yi picture no kire no na against ge we de ye du omu ko emina no omu ye 3 no de no ye unconscious kra na me fa dropping na me ko emina me ru emergency wo na chese wo no nko ane da ho na wo say wanya seizure convulsion chese wo so wasene untimi nko anensem ne nsatia se untimi na wawe ne ketere masa na moje plam nanum se ade ne gina ne so na wadwo so nyame no wakoso no anya ne menses eti ni nyina fra na ne ho abon kan no down that time na ebe mimi kodu na ebe 10:30 to 11 because na mechi na pe na che eno oda ho no omude oxygen ahye ne hwinum na omude omu ayi bi achechire dua bi ho na ehye nanum se wo hwe picture no kura wo se ase bi hye nanum
bra Facebook no so join you Facebook
mimi ko ye no atade
Angel FM Kumasi 96.1 Angel FM Kumasi 96.1 on Facebook where ye konfanoche anas ahai menadie ni but first na okoto no
me koto no no she jogging try ni t-shirt nti me ma wo mu twitwae because now for aye moja ne ho aye fini tirimu nyina park ne so nsensan no na wabo mesh se de wo hu no nti wo mu twitwa yi no na mata de ehye me no me na esoro no
wata ya na ehye wo na awro ya
ehye no na skirt no me call park ne so no se me nya akwa awura mu se nka me ko penny phone no na me call ne bag o de call na si ho o ko so fa skirt we se nke se ye ka se ma no ehye skirt ya se de be ya ne ho nkyere no me koye no na skirt we no egu bag na se ne form so de koye no de me hu bibia bag na no enti me twitwa atale na enti me ma form na je se me de skirt no ehye no wo ha na wo da ho saa free Wednesday no conversion ni si ni sufra no pana kopem anwumre be 7
angel
ana me o afedi o mo se atiko ene me hunu se ebe bi na afede ne nsa na asensen no misomu a be mo but ofre na won tehwe won kasa nye hwe o ya na opni woni mu o ye bibi sa no o ye na me suso no mode me nsa fa na ho anti me da ho
eye ebnada
ukuada no me da ho ma de eche me pepa ne ho ye esesa ne ho ye ne kama se de oda ho sa se de oda ho no sa atale no me ntimi nwuro biem anya yi nti ukuada no oda ho ade ya wada no oda ho omo agency yesi koto we na makoto ye maami kotwa ni tiri ye so mu kotwa ni tiri omo twa ne boso history ye mi kotwa ne nya bibia omo beka se me sika sem bia se menya no nko a ne nya me ye wo ho no akopim efiada no ti fiada na no pa na omo frem se doctor behwe no se wo hu improvement bia nti ye mfa ne nko konfa no chi na kasa ne ya mu kuada no so anadwo be 8 to 9 me wo ho na mai bi ba wo so ye ambulance for mpanyimfo ni bi na mpanyimfo ahye ne se o mela mehwe no wo ba ye nam se hwe akura ye de ne ba ye se wo da ho ani wo ji mi divi me kura pen na pen hye me bag me eno na mi yima ano a wo de tworo ye eno wo de ko me kura me so afa me pen ko because me tambia me na ma me pese pen ba na bibia multimedia ye wuji ni dini bibi akoi me hu hwe ade ache ya wada no na soja fo mienu ba satam no ma frɛ me girl no ambulance ni girl na wo bo ame no oje me number no frɛ me say wo ma friend say wo ma hu ni pipes no nti wo koje ede agu ho ene ne phone ni nyina phone no bra de boy bi na mestre no ma ne je boy na o frɛ ye say wo hu se wa fenti no wo no ana me ye na me ni nipa ne kasa na odi phone ne man ti ya wada no no frɛ na so ene me nkoje me because ne you know original ni bibia wo mo de a file black bi mu ena m kwenti me ko ye me ba na me ba gen me ne kura ne ba na ya san ya frɛ no wo ho no mo na m so ntumire kan ko me ni ma do kura si wo ho ena o friend sa soja fo mienu bi aba ha no mo si wo mo behwe akola no no behwe no na me si eti mi wura hospital ya de nim kura me ni wo mo hia na me gina aka no na me se me ba na da ho no enti me sra mo de mo betimi aya abo ame bia because me hunu so efiri no na ye bae na me hunu improvement ya no so mo ati wo mo ye de o betimi bia ena o mo call ye that was Thursday no ukuada na de enti na nwumere nso so wo mo san ba ho and woman call do begina wha no combat me the minim sebia womu ye bibia fa ho ama me obata said me who me ba eti fear na doctor ne ka say wo improvement we am fa ne confirm no chi no womu try referral letter bibia ma womu bo ka sika wo se metua and I'm afraid so Jenny so say am fa ne confirm no chi o na sika o say wo no say o tua na gi receipt efa to ho nam se mate se ne me ana me ba no ma anyi receipt kura na ne ho to no amepe eti wo mu ye no nurses for no free konfa no che wo mu se mpani ho nurses anopa no wo mu yi bibia free ne so no oda ho sa say ya discharge ne nti wo mu bibia ni ne so bie mu no oda ho sa nti ya no ma ko check ne pulse no kakra wo mu free a wo mu se 2 hours time ye ntwen 2 hours time ye tena ho free anopa na nti me na me free
yi bibia
free ne so na me free so jani ni se mesre no wo mu mfa wo mu nim de mu ne wo mu tu mu encheke konfa no che ho mame na ye fra wo mu se mpani ho ye se mpani ho so na de na ambulance ne kwa wo betimi adamu sa because me ko me wo bi wo ba na yi ni si ho wo nya ampa no oda ho nti wo mu ya na wo se ai konfa no che de wo mu aka se mpani ho ne entwen kakra na nya sa wo mu di nipa ne kokora ye nya ampa meti wo nyu na che se me ye course na me ba boy ba ko UK nti me friend no na wono so no ye adwuma konfa no chi na chese wo frefre ya eno mo ye se ne wo mo anyampa na obi so frɛ NDC fo ni bi menim ni pakro ne me kasa no me ka chen se mesre no mo mpe empa mame ni emfa akula ne mla na se de osida ho no me mpe eno mo ye nti akwa anwumre no mo se wo mo anyampa ne wo mo anya bed nti eya na soja fo ne frɛ me sɛ ye mo aboa no ho no mo be fa ye ne che sɛ ye bo aboa ne ye te ho twen ya be na kobo 7 eti me ba no kra no ono na soja ni ni number woni phone so eti e ba sa na ye ni me brother ba ko so ba ho na wo je me ba ne phone I don't know so ono kra onim sɛ soja ni ni number ti sɛ phone no kra no na wo mu hu sɛ na frɛ nyamie nim no kure ni soja ni ne ba emena hospital ho na emse onyame ba no kra nko bebo nasom adenti na wo frɛfrɛ ni sa na wo frɛfrɛ mi sa wo frɛ mi sa bie ma me block o me ye sure say wa block ne kula chese ni buafu de ne no obi o ho bia
na kra no
da ho no me se akola ne da ho no wo de omo pa se emergency o mo mfa kire nko busa nurse so se soja ni buamfu ho a sa adenti na me ba ne kra ye se ho kra no no na adwene be ba so hu se ni phone kura no ana be brother no say phone me na kura me na me kura frɛfrɛ no me nhwɛ o ne buafu o mo tam ne tu mo na me bra no tena mu bi eno mte ambulance de yeso ye de ka di echi o mu beja ye o mu beduru konfa no chi a o mu yi ni si ho o mu tu o mu ka be si na me hu obi abi mu ho
om de ai soldier for car ne be fa
na be fa no eno mo de ne ba emergency ho ito omo de ne ba emergency ho no me kra no me ko wo mu di ka ja nti me bla no kra ne card ya me bla no je kra phone so ena me ka kire no me bo ni din ne na yi ne particulars no mo twetwe na ansa na o me nti wo mu bed no ena so eso na no oda nti me fan se be 1 hour time ana wo mu de bed pa ba e be yi no eto so nti wo mu ko no mu de nkreja se so wo mu be yi no free so a wo mu bed no yem fancy na yem frɛ wo mu no mu mefa ene
soja phone
nti me bra ne
frɛ mu ko duro no mu
ni o me de man ko tu o mu ho nti no mu de number ja se bed ne da ho a yem frɛ no mu mefa eti wo mu yi ni to na me satem kra me bra no no kofi na me frɛ ne se ene wo frɛ no frɛ ne ti be 10 to 11 mu ho na nadwo no na me hu se wa be fa ne bed a wo de ko efiri ono je me hu soja ni bia wo ho
satame no na obana ni situation ti say because
so say net ya wo
say wo mena say situation aye de yemfa no konfa no chi na yayi niema nyina afiri because of so watua obese na
bi wo mu se ye de ne ko mena ho kra ne moja efiri ne hwenim eba ne moja wo ne hwenim
so mo ba ayi konfa no chi wono say onu mu anya bed
bed na te so eti no emergency ho ready ho ho na wo mo de anti anadwo no mu no eno mu yi ne ko CDU ho o mu sande ne ko another word bi wo ready ne nchen ho a ti ade eche say ko Friday Saturday no we are no pa no me ko paper no ho ye bibia we me tete ani mo ase ho ne ye ma won tena inside nti awia ni mo na me sa ye wura mu se me ko hwe nti me ko no woni CD ho no ma sa de na ba ready what the life support no esi ni so ho no ma ache so mo di ne ma esi ni so de tetale ne ha na ma hunu se ni situation no san ko form kura iti hono na meba no frɛ sɛ ene wo momfa ne nkɔ ICU hono mo no na hono de nti doctor oba bi na na ehwɛ no no ne mbeka sai sɛ wo de ne kɔ na hono de enuro no ye twerema wa wo sɛ okoto na me sɛ eduro bi a wo mbɛtwero bia no meto nti wo de sɛ hono na wo mfi sɛ wo mbenya nkwa a wo momfa ne nkɔ ma me ene wo de ne kɔ nti wo kɔ no no wo san akotwa ne ti no mo scan de no iti anwumra na doctor no frɛ me sɛ na dwene no ahono wo se wonya swelling ewo ni ti na me bu san say swelling any day because me nim wo mo times no say na dwene no ahono na moja nso egine ewuwo mu eno nti wo mo eno nti na onti me ma nkwa mu no because adwene na ebe kana ma na nya na adwene no enye adwuma sisi adwene na damage nti na ma hwe ya oba nkwa mu kura na be ye 50-50 ada say onye no ma say de na wotie no ana say nam so eno de wonim de waka but me de minim say nyankopon nim say akola no boni bia ne ne hunti oba nkwa mu ebe ye say obeti nani nko ama me ama mahunu say waye nipa na mepe na wo mu guso a wo mu hwe no nti nura anopa me wo na doctor bi ba ho no mo no say empanyefo say ono na emehwe no nti on de wo had the whole day no ene no anti be 8 mu ho no me wo no frem say kuma se meyo aba ho no se me mra fom na say na meyo aba wo mra so no say wo se bla fom na me de me di na chi ene e ko fom nti e ko no say wo mo boni din bibia
ai kuma se meyo Kenzuba
ona Zuba sanu mo kanu Zuba iti me kwa no ochi a me no tenam so akola no de doctor no akura nim situation akola no ewom ne ho ma no wonka no ho onya hwe na emoja wo mu twifiri ne mu no tum wo mo twe iti oye no say otu ni bottom no yi 5,000 de ma me say menye na memfa ento honum na se bia eduru and I'm saying no dear mato bebere enuro dear from a minute to hano obedu amato bebere no say me na me je na me da na sinto en was frɛ obi say me ni nipa kron kasa but me hu nipa kron do kan say boss me wo ma me ni nkyɛn kura wo na mama no 5,000 o frɛ nsa no kan me ni akola ne mama no 5,000 ana nipa na ne me gi phone o se ne nkasa am die nam se me ba ne honto ne ti me sremo mommoa me ne kwan bi e be fa so akola ne betimi aba nkwan mama me no se onya abotre eti na ye yi doctor se won hwe no nti wo de nya abotre bibia be ye kama nam se mate me sense bibi na wo se ye ya wo mo mfa wo mo nim dem ene wo mo tumi mommoa me na me nya me ba no se me nya abotre bibia be ye na kate ko no na chese otu ne ka no ko na me de me san ko so free ho no minti wo bia anka biem wo bia amfrɛ me enka bibia ankyerɛ me ana akwala ne da ho no lifeless uhu no a me brother ko hwɛ no o mo atwa ne ko ho hakura de tubu bi atum de ehihye nanum de ehye ne hwene mu a atwe mogya sufin no
ne say no yebeka se baby omde na akoto CC no doctors ewo no ho a ehwe no 24/7 de enkomo ne last enkomo ne doctors ni de no mo kan chero
na no de no na make say doctor ba o se ni ti no ahono no na no pay ana me busa doctor no say na me pa cho me ba no say ko say no so improvement bia nyamai I say on responded to treatment bia say no mom amano lab support no na emano etime home kakra kranti improvement bia nyamai nti wo mo hwe say de be ya enuro na wo ma ya to no an ensesa ye beba sa no mo ka che ma no pe ye na mi firi ho ameba
Minim what tie mu omo a okọ ayi sports stadium ho any ambulance for na no omo ekasa no omo ni madekode airportin a eto no say o tihwe so da family tie no ma kan bibi a kire
omo kire say gate no wo animu on say wo call ntem nti no baby okodi am say ye bi ndipa ni bi ko nti na am say ono na nka akoduru a woto so second na de obe
ya ye mo tena stance no tidura no ma be fa gate ni main pitch no so
e ko no nti no we ni nti e ho kura na me ka say wo frame me a wo say ndipa ne dos na ne nsa kura nti me o ka na am say wo pira no so de bi e ho no na dwa me keke na am say obi na so ni mu e na tin ye enti no yesi gate nanim ho no omu bie gate no aye se mommela no enipa egu akire ne doors enti nani kwa se wo mu bie gate ne ka se wo mu mbela enipa be 5,000 se 10,000 wa bonten obi a rashe room so obi a kope enti obi a pese wo kontem na wodi kan sa no push no tofom enti nipa be 10,000 ni nyina ti ani Titi aneso santi ye na yesi obi na ekobutu ne so enya sade ane nka wowu ho a na nipa ne ye na wono so wo sonwa nti na ontimi no nti am se da bere wo twen no ena de ne tu be nti yeso wo da wie ni mu ho kura be 30 minutes ansa na ambulance no ebe fa no anya atwanse hwa se woto ho na na omuko yi no de ne ko so da wi ani mu hwa ma wi ano so san hye na no se e ma bosome so a wo mensisi mo no woni padua no esesa etimi kura no se no ka be ko no aka se wonya ne mensisi a second day no ya na wo ye mre kakra ntimi ya na se ma no se we de nyame adoma bosome we de a market nti che se the way a wono ade no esi do ne kon se wo be ye no minim se meka bibi wanya ato forms no nko ade minim se meka bibi amana chese because we say me ko try lies ahwe say ye a
sad, very 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 sad arehosem pa kese
me ma wo band beat say me ba yale a na makoma ye me ya Omo the odi we na chi wo Garden City University.
O ma yesi.
4 penyine no na mene ne ba ha no. Na de otoso mi no so ni okunu wo santase. Ana we toso de oyale toso mi ensa. The last one no Garden City University or level 400. Yeah na at times so mu ni me ho bi schools nti. Eti se me sole anopa na me hunu se me ti pensi wo makoma ho a. Ji se me frɛ wo mu nyina asi. Midi kan frɛ panyine no ho ye se o ma me ho ye wo be frɛ 4 na kosi no wo bo se ba ko se o me so na me ho mfa me me se ntira me sɔre ye makoma ye me nti se wo ho mfa wa bre se obi amano no madura ye me wo saa de no wo me ma ho because wo mu ye me nua me ni adamfo nti me be ni adamfo me o mu ye me nua ye fie me TV hall e ba ko me na me kura remote ye hwɛ cartoons nyina angel because me ma wo kwan e ma wo nkoye basabasa me ntina wiase nyina ni mu nwama no me be ya woda ho wo hunu be ma da wo se wo nwale ya wo mfa be ma obi a wonim no nim no
o a virgin
100%. Na no kra ye de ne call me na ha no mo ye na me say me ba no o virgin no mo de ade to na senti ya mo nhwe ni ye ma bo nurse ne boy ba kuno say ma say wo kan pa na me say minim say de matete wo mo minim akura ya ko school bia adwuma bia wo beye na nse kura wonya hospital adwuma aisha ha wo ma bi ye force bail stores was ma me ko wo ko tena ho kakra be 2-3 months na wonya hospital adwuma yi before hospital bi wo juna
o ye breath one cause wo ye opedwa
one pesa wo hwe wo ma wo sole wo be check me sugar wo be check me pressure wo be ye o papa yale da fie mi kunu ntimi mforo ntimi mehwe no this Mrs. Sunny good dropping mu na ye ne kakra akra ene de akohwe ne ti bibia da me so na media akwani aba me nya kwan kura na mahwe papa no nso a o finti amade o school no kura abafie
ya rehosem kwazi
masemo
se me bo ai mam se baby oda no efiti se meya ba ho no ye new sika bia biem
There be say me and the over 100 but no akro ma me koto eduru.
Okay.
But the ofre no can say ma wo mu enye misika eduru bia wo mo fama na doctor ne say wo da hospital na aka say eduru bia enfama ni fre eduru mu hia no mo kokro mbeka se bi ni ho. Na me say me de no de mempe wo mo ma me nto. Mama, because me taxi kuto my ton me jina so je mu ade ama obi anya sika kakra me di amaton na nura so kra brother bi am na na ba ko ne ye ma no kra me je ne hobosia 5000 ni nyina asa eti me no nyese me yemfa aduro ni money free me insurance kro busa me ka chom say o mo fa nto nchen aduro no meto If me fear kura meton said de me ba no benya nkwan no ne hia me metimi am ye de for say akobo fie no hu sesia na maton na se ba bia se wo se ye de ni tu kwan kura akọ ba bi na obenya ahoto a meye enne ya memu obi akọ gina mu adi agina mu no ama miska na ba bia wo se de me ba ko ma bra mi nya ma na ipe mi nua ne wo mu madamfo ni wo mu me mani adamfo e na wono no kura woni e ma adamfo nam se ni bibia ye me oso wa ni bi uhunu so awoye boko but di oye bia ye mema semti ne nanfofo ye mema wonu obedi agora asere aye bibia sa na ote obia nim Sandra me friend mother mi kunu de neto ne ma menti mother na fie ye friend no obie na no anu ose obie ne ho no obetimi aba bigina ha di me ba no se akora we de ote se obi timi didi na atem no afre me ni pass me se aka se no ase a kire sei onim atem didi ekura ase because me di share wo mu wo hwe wo hu yi a obi ntime mfa no bone nka bibi ntia wo me mani suro wo mu
kwazi
me wie na yensem nyina na betimi aka sanse ye di asem ye chifri fiada na bepem enne o mo ko ba nyina me di akiri ye wura mu ye fa ha yesene ha no krenie ni state no se emehwemu aye ne se ubetumi kura fly na just mobile we aircraft TV just bibia bi wom
enyo
ututu bibia film mutisi ya edini eno achi no kwame eno achi no kreni justice must prevail was adio ni pardo se ni fi se ye gidi se Ghana Armed Forces here this year. How many forms enna ye ton ye sane ye pe enna omunya bedru ho no ekwan be na mo fa so a mo protect your security ama abedru sabre ya sebi ebinom say Ghana nyina etwa ajo enye we nkwa de no ye tede ye si wo enkran other regions entino no ya me no hweche sam. We are calling on the government to sasem we no justice must prevail. E was sasem we said ya be ya next time na wo chine bi no yansan ko hunu say bi mu.
All right, mami ne kra no de na wo be pese wo be ka na ye de nkomo ya ba wi.
Se de me ka nyina ne se aban mu mpanyifo nsole no mo mehwe me. Wo me mabo ame na me ba ne nya ahoto because me nim die mu no me nim hwe fa ho de ato me ba panyini bia mfi me eno ameyo awo ba ye wo be gina abonten wa amfa na ni kura even ya soma wo se asem bia sibra behwe nipa nka wo se wo ba ho na wo be hu se bi kura na ntro ne ye de ye twa fa wani wura ho na hwe ne se de akura ida na se even se picture akura na wo de beko akwa mesra o my pen mahama president mesra wo ye nyina ye papa se wo ka se wo ba ya so de na wo ka se koda wo koda se wo gina ba bia ka se ne Ghana obi ana obi abeda eti wo ma mu ye nyina ye papa ne wo won fa ne nancy form no won twa na ni mehwe me baby na wo moa me woni na pamfo e ka no na MPC fo moa me na me bayi nya yalesa na me ba we die me hwere na emoa me ene me amomo me ka ho bi emoa me efiri be me ntimi mfa aduane se me so aduane mu na me kai se me ba ne da ye fro pan firi adwo wuku ada na bepem na adwo ya bitimi fe aduane nhyamanu ade ti na wo se basa mo yi moni asemo ya ade na asemo nya ade minim de mo ka kire mpanyimfo eti misra mo mfa mo fidi kase yi so na mo ne mpanyimfo nkasa mo ka bia ebam minim sa mo kasa ekọ wiase afa na nyina obi biala wo te me kasa mehia moa ewo me basandra ba fi bo atem ba bia akwala ne da ne nye enye eno amekọ na ne na mu aye nwunu waye nwunu ne suru sei ana me de mensa ka me hu se mu o hye kakra waye nwunu nti bia akra na mbusa na esini sa akra waye nwunu dodo eno o se wo pepa ne ho nche eti akire no mu twere ma ayekoto stockings bi e de be hye ne na no but anopa nyina still nwunu ne wo ho nwunu ne wo oda ho a hu se ni so ne na me ase me ba de bre woni mu wo bre rade wo me baba ma bre minu ani wo mu minu ani nkola na no ana mpanyimfo no so mienu awo mienu ne aye nwotwe mabusu ani wo mu mini bibe bia misramo obi biala wo kan ebem asante hene wona na ne me mi firi kwada so ya mi firi chiri wona na ne me momo ame na me nya me ba ne nkwa ko be bibia bedi
ena ebo enkomo ewo efie ha sei na neba wadi emfie wadi say 24 years next month now wadi next month date ne say 30th December
onokra mewo no kofo every Thursday and Saturday na me wono ti kada so if you kra no mo frɛ na amakofo 30th December 2000
oko ise onu nso sa military recruitment a ekoso no enka onu nso ekwa akopibi will go through the process and reports are every ho ebaye ene se dom akotwi afa no so ama on atietia no omo de no koto mena hospital ene oda konfa no chi se o hwe e wo Facebook no so na se o hwe ni videos ni pictures ye show ewo ye video no so no a kire se baby a oda no baby a emu odin pa ye asem kese pa minim omo papa ewo
no yale
omo papa
When you stroke be 11 years in it. They say with me sole nante kakrano. And say no ekobe wa ye ni. Ne nansi atata ya beka no kotuje. Ti nanti no kurano. Edi aye bia dro bia wase ye de manu bia ne honto no. Ne nansi no ayere ten sabat ye twa ne kidney ne yesi ni bibia ye normal. Enso so eti ayese bibia hada me.
Say una uye bibia o he ukruin 11 years.
Ona me na me hwe no. Eti no hwe. Eti na because what the wireless kitu ebiesi ni che na amanso konya baso a no ofre me akoso eti wa mama je ne number kura ebi oye program ya mefra ne tomu a no wasere ya se je be ya wo beti ne keke no no wasere ya ne wo be ko wireless ni si ni ho mi kredi auto mini ni gentleman je nyina ne meme
Pache say anopai nkade o expecting say enka say de anopai bia utie morning show na utie desre no kanopai nka utie no de asre na aboa no e can healing process no eho but we anopai ye man more sad news be affecting the situation no more ena ene we baby aneba enso eda
ba what the neto ne ma me akura
o pakura na se
papa na o se wo papa so o no papa aso mo yentafo so ye be ma akura janka be ka so o se ne pa wo mo otimi no papa tira si no mo timi se mo ka me ho asem wo ho no ma so si dem no mo sire me o fere djuma ba we check o dibia chesa akula ye didim o se be ma mo nwe na mo no akototo ama nene nyama no dia be go fridge oto tu ne ma na say
o papa no o ya we de ekoso no
o ya we o so ya we wo mena no kura wo ma wo mudi ni sika mu ba ho
abehwe
no o ya we na ji ha no no ntime mai o ntime mforo.
Okay, ye bewe na ya to aso afri ha sei GDA na wanya no GDA a eso na said ye kan ye bompa ye nso de ataye chiri say GDA ni bebam because say o kan no de here ne say ene mother ebekeka no
meti keke na wati me ne mama mother eni wo hu me say mama
taxi ba ko a ebo afie baby o say ojibusia bia wajibusia free ho because opesa akra no ehoto no minim say nyankopon so nim wakomam ekwan a ofa so atete o ma say de be ya boni bia emen o
mo me mai mpe o mo asembro no amete so bia ni me kra na me ye choba nte ho mo frame me nice corner sana na me dominance o mo frame na ne ho no mo o fa taxi na akose wo ko nice corner fia na me manu nyina so nti o mo frame taxi driver for o mo frame mo tundra 2 years me ko na o si tundra fo fie say ye kra ye bomu for ne ko Africa o mo ntwiche mu na mba dwe ye tai me baba ya o ba se mo ho no panyine ne saa no mo nyina tie me ya no nya asem na me wura me didi wie ma cha tre ne me didi awie me wura dem a ye nyina ye wodem ye hwe TV a me kra remote station me pe no ti me ma won ko hwe bibi e ye bone na akose me pe na me de ato ho me ba wunwe SS a me ma wo phone wa akose wa ba wunwe SS ansa na mato phone ama sa na me de ye wo mu sa na me de ye wo mu ebi asene da ho mu nsem do so nti me ma wo hunu said ye be ma akura akose wo pe na ma kire wo de wo be ka kire wo nyina nti ni pan ka wo se de wo kan nyina ma me aka kire me we no kura de obi ase ne pe no se fa number ba no de me number ma oto ana obi afro Sandra mi so wo ma mi o bo se ni pa na ye machine no akate no e de ebie mo na menye
nyame beho
Kwame
nyame beho
Kwame so menya ping se no kreni
me am wow me bana kwa hiya me kameme na honi entiatia me so because me bakura ya me de aduane si ja so me ma won sue me se me mpese ntutuo no befa won sa ho se ye chi nam ne betu ahye me ma gina ho ne hwese de me ye no me ma wo ma ho wo wale wie na wo de wo ho kama ko wukunu ho na bibi tu ano de me hunu se eti me ba keto ana obeka ma be se wo de hwese de me ye no ne betu ahye na se wo free school ba yikito obi ete na moda no busa na se de oda hospital busa se de na no se na me echi ni tu no se wo de ma hu a ma nka se me enchi na e de na menye boni be na ma ye rade hu me mo bo se ma ye obi boni ani pa go rade mfa nche me na ni pa kro no mfa nche me na ye mpega me be ma me manu ni asem mo
say
Kwame me mama me shede anti Mercy me mama shede kafra eno na no permit me aka chiro kafra na me wase bia ya betaka say rade ne boafo ni ba pia ginyame cause nipa betime na adwen say meboawo akina no wasesa na adwen ana wa ani so nemom se Nyankopon ka say anti Mercy obeboa ne abusua na eno na wonam abonte ba bia no wasia wo bi o say maame mehwe wo ase bibi hye wo so de ya obeka wo ase mawie no wose kwa akoma to ye mienko no wasorti bibia rade ne boafo se ade nyina mo se mfa ase dama no enti ye nana se
me dana se wo me ba ne kra
ye ewu mi gidi se obehwe moda
because nye rade anke bi franka dana wo
enti
me de rade ase wo ne kra ho pa se wo da so tenko
ha je ya
se be bia me ba ne kra koduro bia rade mfa ne mera pa me esum bia wo shemu na rade nyini bia mfa ne ha into no because I plan on
ni picture ni
me pacha if you get any no gene try no kwa so Sunday we grow try am say better we see
what the appeal ena me ye kakra
ato say omo misa enye sikasem
sikasem de ya no omo mama ya eduru enye omo frɛ me ya we kura me ba dem de time this scam and say bi omo ka se enkoto edura ontumri ka no enkoto mama anonko anu na scandal no omo ko twa na kura na no omo ye say omo de to ne fa so ne ba say ye yi no a na ye tua kan ho
Kwame sikasem pe be ye itira na me ka appeal no omo ye dey sikasem be even if the Ghana forces ebe ka say omo photo bill no abai say photo bill na ni ewom bia no beboka because bibi wa ebe ka say be ye untimi ntwen bia na eduro de o kan say be twen na eduru ho a unless nke bia government aba akoye instruction bi o hospital ho say bibia fa awura ne ho enuro bibia no wano wa direct say omo fan ensin so omo fan hwe no but until that time the hospital on the omo ndi ma ye wo parent na de ne ba ye no it bibia omo hia bia wona be instruct say koto wan koto abasisi ya asamaba until we hope that the bia achina bi no government be ka say e ka bia wo boy no reinvestment bi ba ye ba be for tesa be na ma but appeal baako apart from the other two manfo ankwankra nim say etimi to obia ahumobro ekwanso ekano no wonsane no mehwe anti Mercy ni na busuen hwese papa ada form dampam 11 years nipa ne tiase okoba na wonso okoba kra no mumieru nyina mutimi koba na mohwe mo mare tesai na baako ada ho 11 good years na mofra ekoba
edwomu abro sa
mofra ekoba omutimi de kakra nso bana na wi beto a Kwame se nyame amamu a wankasa no wanhwe a afei no na wo kra na aka wachi na wonso da ho oh enti minim say omanfo ye mane ye fe obi obetimi bia no enye anti Mercy moa onya anti Mercy moa obi be pese bia o number be na obetumi afre se bia wo moa bi de mana anopay de be ye se ye be hwese bia ono ane number bia ye de beto na
anti Mercy o number no ayezen
enti bo number de mai
0245 270 550
bobo ni biem
0245
0245
270
270
550.
Pacho di be na also.
Mercy Boatin
na also.
0245 270 550.
Enti obia e kan no. Keto obia nso. We a special appeal. No okay. Then the next appeal no to the Ghana Armed Forces. Also okay. Hospital or business abri on TBB.
Then about 2 na. Mekura ma metu.
Ni situation to say.
At say me de kai di mo chintinka mon twa mekura ma me meduru a ansa na ma.
Kwame, Ghana Armed Forces High Command, Military High Command. Yes sir.
Na mekura me call stadium ho no mekura me ko obi ba ku didi matem odidi matem na me se papa na me wo hwe me a me wa ahoden a me de ba soja me ba me say ambulance ni get no kra ne kon no say ade me kura me gina bi kura na wo yire nuru me na ma me panyimu we senye bibi na ato no anka wo beba ha na sa man ne de ma hye na ni mo nso pa me na me pere age me ba nkwa wie di enti na wo kasa ya kire me sa
o
sojani abaifo wo be pede be wa ha no chese kasa wo ka kire me no nyame enti ma ga ne bufu pa no se ma wo de nkasa
me fama nyame why
mo pera me ba wie me ba be pe na obedi matem na mo ade mo ye nyame num nukre nyansa be ne wom se mo amunim se mo aton ade na manipa be 20,000 na mo afre wo mu nyina se wo mo mela wa abra munim se 20,000 ne sa de no muntime mfa hwe wo mu nyina na ka mo de munchem kura nya ne 500 me a me wie form for 85 kura minimum nyansa se ade no ye nipa se ye wo se me chichem
ma u phone no Oh, okay. Check my main all right. So
it's Kwame Obia can be okay.
The number is 0245 270550 02 so are you be about check it 0245 270550
Messi Boatin registered name near Messi Boatin.
Okay, all right.
So say kan ya DVA no me ye fit ho ya be ya eduro na o ka so mototo no enye eduro keto even emna kwankwa e free over 13,000 Ghana cedis mna ho no kakra no a yo kodu ba ko a twam ye be ya sika oyi ya odima the ban catch ni say 2,000 say eduro nkite because the odano enya baby a yesi ntumi kansem nyina wokwa ho ntumi kansem nyina wokwa ho
okay all right me da say mami yemfensi nyankopon eya adoma ebe mami company mangala nso o say wa send baby about phone so
Kwame ye da omuase anopai said ye boss ya mami na antimeru so ase antimeru so ye da na ase papa wa send baby kakra ba antimeru nyame shiraw na Emmanuel Amankwa enso 1,000 cedis so dia ba antimeru the 20 cedis buy na Emmanuel Amankwa so de 1,000 cedis aba nyame shiraw papa na madam Felicia Boatin Fili also the 100 cities aba sana dokas danso so odi na ba 100 Ghana minimum say eguso eba obi frɛ won itima meje na ni paneka sasanso na yenu na ya won so say fa wi eka ho na ya misa na ya so kana ho fa na feeda okoye wa ba adwuma na me emfanya ho de ma Morgan sika Morgan so the 200 Ghana Rich Morgan ya misa Usa papa nana nsoko nana hima nsoko so ede ne di aba nana hima nyame nsira papa nana Kwame Adjei Bohyen nyame nsira wo nso bia munya
meba se CA na ya to okay number no 0245 27 0550 0245 270550 meba CCA quick one.
Yeah! Who was it? Get a Pepsodent charcoal toothpaste.
Fly Emirates.
I expect this board to work with precision and integrity in 5 critical areas. The first is early and predictable planning. Begin preparations immediately for the next Hajj. Announce schedules, registration processes, and cost structures promptly for pilgrims and agents so they can plan effectively. Last-minute changes must become a thing of the past. The second is transparency and accountability. Pilgrims and their families must know how their money is used. All payments must pass through approved traceable channels. No unofficial levies, no hidden charges. Transparency builds trust, and trust is the currency of leadership. The third is safety, health, and welfare. Please coordinate with the Ghana Health Service, the Ministry of Transport, and our embassy in Riyadh to guarantee safe travel, decent accommodation, adequate medical support, and happily we have a doctor, a heart surgeon on the Hajj board this time, so I'm sure that the health issues will be well managed. Adequate meals and efficient medical support. Pay special attention to elderly pilgrims, women, and persons with disabilities. Their comfort is also a sacred duty of the Hajj board. Then the fourth, every official from the board members to volunteers must act with courtesy, discipline, fairness, and honesty. Our pilgrims should feel respected at every point, from registration to their safe return home. And the fifth is partnership and communication. Keep open and constant engagement with the Office of the National Chief Imam, with your regional imams, with our travel partners and agents, and especially with the Saudi authorities. Coordination prevents crisis, and communications prevents rumors. I expect this board to work with precision and integrity in 5 critical areas. The first is early and predictable planning. Begin preparations immediately for the next Hajj. Announce schedules, registration processes, and cost structures promptly for pilgrims and agents so they can plan effectively. Last-minute changes must become a thing of the past. The second is transparency and accountability. Pilgrims and their families must know how their money is used. All payments must pass through approved traceable channels. No unofficial levies, no hidden charges. Transparency builds trust, and trust is the currency of leadership. The third is safety, health, and welfare. Please coordinate with the Ghana Health Service, the Ministry of Transport, and our embassy in Riyadh to guarantee safe travel, decent accommodation, adequate medical support, and happily we have a doctor, a heart surgeon on the Hajj board this time, so I'm sure that the health issues will be well managed. Adequate meals and efficient medical support. Pay special attention to elderly pilgrims, women, and persons with disabilities. Their comfort is also a sacred duty of the Hajj board. Then the fourth, every official from the board members to volunteers must act with courtesy, discipline, fairness, and honesty. Our pilgrims should feel respected at every point, from registration to their safe return home. And the fifth is partnership and communication. Keep open and constant engagement with the Office of the National Chief Imam, with your regional imams, with our travel partners and agents, and especially with the Saudi authorities. Coordination prevents crisis, and communications prevents rumors. I expect this board to work with precision and integrity in 5 critical areas. The first is early and predictable planning. Begin preparations immediately for the next Hajj. Announce schedules, registration processes, and cost structures promptly for pilgrims and agents so they can plan effectively. Last-minute changes must become a thing of the past. The second is transparency and accountability. Pilgrims and their families must know how their money is used. All payments must pass through approved traceable channels. No unofficial levies, no hidden charges. Transparency builds trust, and trust is the currency of leadership. The third is safety, health, and welfare. Please coordinate with the Ghana Health Service, the Ministry of Transport, and our embassy in Riyadh to guarantee safe travel, decent accommodation, adequate medical support, and happily we have a doctor, a heart surgeon on the Hajj board this time, so I'm sure that the health issues will be well managed. Adequate meals and efficient medical support. Pay special attention to elderly pilgrims, women, and persons with disabilities. Their comfort is also a sacred duty of the Hajj board. Then the fourth, every official from the board members to volunteers must act with courtesy, discipline, fairness, and honesty. Our pilgrims should feel respected at every point, from registration to their safe return home. And the fifth is partnership and communication. Keep open and constant engagement with the Office of the National Chief Imam, with your regional imams, with our travel partners and agents, and especially with the Saudi authorities. Coordination prevents crisis, and communications prevents rumors. I expect this board to work with precision and integrity in 5 critical areas. The first is early and predictable planning. Begin preparations immediately for the next Hajj. Announce schedules, registration processes, and cost structures promptly for pilgrims and agents so they can plan effectively. Last-minute changes must become a thing of the past. The second is transparency and accountability. Pilgrims and their families must know how their money is used. All payments must pass through approved traceable channels. No unofficial levies, no hidden charges. Transparency builds trust, and trust is the currency of leadership. The third is safety, health, and welfare. Please coordinate with the Ghana Health Service, the Ministry of Transport, and our embassy in Riyadh to guarantee safe travel, decent accommodation, adequate medical support, and happily we have a doctor, a heart surgeon on the Hajj board this time, so I'm sure that the health issues will be well managed. Adequate meals and efficient medical support. Pay special attention to elderly pilgrims, women, and persons with disabilities. Their comfort is also a sacred duty of the Hajj board. Then the fourth, every official from the board members to volunteers must act with courtesy, discipline, fairness, and honesty. Our pilgrims should feel respected at every point, from registration to their safe return home. And the fifth is partnership and communication. Keep open and constant engagement with the Office of the National Chief Imam, with your regional imams, with our travel partners and agents, and especially with the Saudi authorities. Coordination prevents crisis, and communications prevents rumors. I expect this board to work with precision and integrity in 5 critical areas. The first is early and predictable planning. Begin preparations immediately for the next Hajj.
All right, so live on Angel 96.1, NCBA, Yene. Professor Dr. Adjei Bohyen is our special guest in the studio. I know Elbo and Como, former CEO Konfanoti Teaching Hospital is our special guest. Yeneno Elbo and Como and Ewahasi. And there's always news personal, the informal news report. Mahama warns against exploitation of Hajj pilgrims, and Bawumia promised to transform Ghana with big ideas. Adom Ochin flees from OSP over injunction suit. Daily Guide newspaper, Ghana is African soap, according to Reverend Yao. Malawian delegation commends HIPAA Plus Foundation, and MPP flag bearer primaries. External branches fight proxy ban. 2 jet, 4 helicopters pitches cover up, according to the minority in parliament, and illegal mining hotspots raided. Drugs, dynamite seized. The Ghanaian Times will ensure a seamless recruitment process. Interior Minister assures 2026 budget full of cosmetic rhetorics, according to the minority in parliament. The Ghanaian publisher newspaper, Minister seeks $10 million tax waiver from Indian firm, and 2026 budget government trading future growth for optics, according to the minority. The Daily Guide use budget as Daily Graphic use budget as transformative, according to Speaker of Parliament. Licensed timber export faith loaded, and Africans music stars storm Accra for Jetco music concert. The Chronicle newspaper, Ato, you failed to account for 66 million Ghana cedi doled out to NDC. Osahene Afenomakin tells finance minister in parliament. And Ghana's corruption fight is abysmal, according to Moso Hine. We a newspapers are enano pay a PP no ebi no quick one. Na afi yene Professor Dr. Adjei Bohyen emonkomo.
Kwame ebrane ko na profile card ne de na anope de ya say the Democrat no say de utwa ne tawu na no the informant say say na mampanyi John Dramani Mahama na nsem so a o kan efa sisi anhye ya omoye na omo beko yame ya adomo a Hajj akwantu konkron no o se omo hwe se yenkotwitwa obia na kokom anyi ni sika Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia so asebo se Ghana ha nimdie woni tirimu no yamani tumi no be mampanyina o so de abrochire beba Ghana obesesa ne ma ama omanyi ayefefefe o de papa Paul Adom Ochere enso ho semba ne OSP chese Paul Adom Ochere ase wo yi OSP no sulia na yenko Daily Guide enso na wo chese papa ni den de Reverend Yo na nasem a o kan ne se ye ka Ghana party ye bibima nyina ani daso tipanifo hwe se obetototo nema eyi na asamba ko de bae no o se MPP flag bearership primaries na ekoso no nso no o hwe branches omo party no ekoko ewo amanone nkronkro ahodo no panimfo esensise mu no proxy se obama obi kwan no abegina wudi ato abama no ye yi afrim no omo dwalai papa omo se omo to omo ho ase a enye yi sanso na o de asamba ko bae a wo se jet mienu helicopters enai ne tono dom kuma wo brase bedwafie se bibi enye fan ewo ho enema bi enkoyi sanso na illegal mining galamse ho ensensem nso nkofo pata o mabobbo ene wudro bi a o mode edi o mudwuma no perfo chese o ma akwaji ni nyina Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia nua papa Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak no so wo asawase Ghanaian Times ade ni mfo nyina ba fefefe ene o se enche prosifo so be saase ene oko prison service dia oko immigration mu nyina be fa manfo no se o mato mo bo ase aye hyehyeye se be bibia mu ebeda ho na ebeye fine 2026 budget no so don kuma no e kan sem o mo se budget na e baaye no bibi enkoyie ewu mu ase ye fra bibi ho entoma Ghanaian publishers so e de soafo ya wo hwe o man sika sem ho nsem atofo sem fo nyini e baaye no o kire se India dwumakuo bi e wo ye mu a ase soafo no e pre ne ho a se eto bi o wo so ko mutua be se $10 million a opese wo ya na ye yisa 23 ho ema adwumakuo no ene nipa bi asori eka ho ensem na the obokrata ka say Daily Graphic ono so e de budget no ho ensem e bae na speaker abababe e kire say we e akwanya wase masemedwafo na nkasa gina na omutumi e de tenetene ne mani e ma ensem wankofo ka fa omo so omudwumade ni bi e ya achewache no ni nyina no epepa efri ho na Chronicle de na bi twato na I don't know wasa hene afenyo mark ndum kuma e wo brase bedwafi ono na ye omo e ba no deni no o kire say e bra papa ato force na no o jira simpie so na brase bedwafi na wo kire budget afi ye de bebo oman ho bra no keka ho nsem nyina no o sisika bi ewo mu a so o sese ana Ghana sika no opepepe edusia 66 million Ghana cedis. Yes, NDC for Mampenyi Mahama and Ode Emma NDC for Ode Ma Omo Ode Mo Omo and no ato forcing Sesika no ho encounter. It is the one cat no pay a buy no Kwame said a Brennington no ebo no tofa enie na ya bona tofa dia na we say de bia ye transe nwumako bi eboaye na the one cat ahodo no ye de ebro manfo mu ba ko eye kemi ono no se yenkoso anka kire o manfo ne enkai o mo se mo amo obe boards ahodo containers amutimu didwa ewo baba yara go prama no ekwan tempo eda ho ne bonkom ne nifa nyina ne animu ho no o se mututu ne nyina free ho mo e free se mate ensem ya kosi bosome November ya wumi ne da etoso aduasa na je bosome ya wiye o se mutu free ho o mo so mo santase run about mo taxi for no mo amo be board container ahodo mo de sisi kwan ne ho nyina wo se bre no o de ma mo no aso ya o ka kire mo se achakura no bosome ya wumi na wiye wa wo de esi kwan no bia be board container o se wo free no be boa amekwan a wo se omu yi free santase run about na ekosi ahonjo run about de ko Georgia hotel kwan ni mo no ometimi ayesa adwuma no se jaika for no omo akeka omo ho a contractors no enso eba na omabedi sa adwuma no anopei mamefa enchaso conference achiduma se Rural Bank PLC adwuma no panyimpa woda no owura Michael Kwabra fie ni adwuma yofo wose waye krado se na wotwi mu obehwe omanfo na wasom enunti wose bosia bia wohia no de bra emfa woni dwuma a woye se a woye ankorakore anamaka mo ho abomu mumra se woye aban dwuma yini na oketua na fa controller accountant general so ye wase esese so ko ho de beboa se eyie na abafia wase bra omo obosia omo de be mamo ebia na wo kra no commercial loan na ope ananse SME loans ni bi ni nyina no aye krado a oba mo asonko ho a ode ebe mamo enti waka ni sei no wase ni nyina achi no so account ahodo ni nyina bank bie no wonum edisa adwuma ni bi de hia me ade bia me kan wase me bada achi account kono ko bie bi no fa kakra tutum abofa ni nyini ndum panefie eso no na sesika no so awama ya anya afei na wo besu akopamwa ede free baby access no ba ko 10 Ghana pesos one tokra no 100 Ghana cedis a obeye shareholder ewo sechiduma se Rural Bank head office no ewo sechiduma se kronimu na branches no ba ko ewo edra ya ebe GPLTU edan no afei so Kenya ase omo Kenya ase MA school no ntemu anwaga omo Jene market one mo nasa anwaga jomu ho sanso na aboabo omo aboabo post office enchemu adum obenya omo Boss FM edan enchemu na tafo manfo mo nyina mofra true school no ana club 600 omo ben ho obekwa akoto omo Shizongo so second station baby etise enyina su chichewe ene adidwan mampon eho so branches no ebi ewo ho o say anopay me kan kire wo say offer 050 1682 737 05016827737 na obejo so kai national so success jiduma su Rural Bank de ye banka owo enisuade hunu papa ena ye dwada na wotwe fufu emu ya wuramu anesa wo ye adwuma na wapomoden so tesen aduane a wudie no empempi eno ekira pomoden a wobenya mame ni wanim na befa nko Cedar Restaurant 106 Ofori Kwagu Avenue ewo nhyiaye so na de ntia bede wo kɔ ho ne se enedwo aponche kaka nkwan ene fufu eye bayire anasa body apesi asonson papa ene nyadoa ya to yebo ede aye stew papa bi gare foto ene tilapia ena wokodo enedwo wokɔ a wonsa beka bi ubedi efiri awia dumienu pepepe na onom aye krado okene bran wase enkatenkwan ne fufu afei emo a yasada aye mutu papa bi ene anwamo bayire apesi ne body ene kontomri abomu afei nso emo ahodo ni nyina ne kontomri stew a yasada aye eno okene bran wokɔ a ubedi good ukuada nso wase eye wuramudam kwan ne fufu eto ene aduane e friend of fante obedi bi ya wada nso ya akokɔ nkwan ene fufuo banku ene okro stew enso se no so se de bia no omu ofufuo de bia ope fufuo dia fufuo ene nkwan ahodo no ebi wo ho memenda ene kwasi ada nso omotena se nyame yadom otena mekiro de efiada ekosi memenda ne kwasi ada nso aduane a eno nso ewo ho dumienu na aduane no ayekra do person place order 0536 56 3036 0536 56 3036. See that there or say where great flavors meet great vibes.
Okay, Ama.
Midima for back in Dr. Tamu Yaso, Dr. Sabrano, Saw Yadia Mount, Nepa, Kavima Yadia Bano, Nsubi Binti. Doctors a stroke near your diabetes. Ya yenimne Dr. Timmy your bema shawun 20 years and about 40 a Buakwa go 0244 774282. Dr. Tamu Yaso was a midima for no wa sister Kiddy Glamour was a young country of Safian was shia. Bread and one also down who been taria sort to a sort of for dear, mad dear, mofrabe dear, ya papanum yam tuma, my yam tuma, Nina bag gebe kita, perfume papa edibeguya hum pabwa beshe, Nina do any betra atenga, atenga Johnson, atenga Johnson, Benny. Chana mo ya bebe Fidelity Bank ho bedi ani hwe nto ya no be hwimbom ansan so sa chana mo ho aba ya borosane ba ko hiam do master ho kuma Rural Bank ho ba ya ho ti ahoju number he ya 0245 749199 0245 749199 ansan so 0538 333937 waya fre na ne ben kasa kwano sronko so Morris B kitchen was en kanchro sem ngoko nuane na wo pe ana akokwa na wo pato ana akosua ni nyina de wani abachira
chicken
chicken CHICKEL
no
chicken ni nuane chicken Boris B
na
chicken
na ka kitchen
kitchen ba pese be gumani mo asen na so ani bra ba ye ara pa yesu yani abro o se ya ganchiro sa kokko nuane sani akokko city e bia fo ri kire ho na bra beto aduane bi fama no nyini se from nkosua so ya ho akokko anya beto bi ni nyina wo se Broless woni assault ni nyina wodi bia ba adaje oni posokra so pa ba bi o ya wo yakuma se ya be ne bantma presby be de ni hwe ana wo ba ko Unity Bank ho be ya ho 0244 370677 0244 370677 Makio restaurant was en kanchro se nuane assault de obi mpanfo no bu be se Yesu kura na se call ba waya wuja tie uwia no wasene tie yafunu de wa ya da pafo ne yebekọ bia se odi bibitum anya se ho ma ho ma woda fufuo oni lasu papa pi woni adwene ba ho samo terapia papa bi namo assault uramu nkwane nyina be obi ya ha waya adaje di poso wan nkwane ya ho mre nkwane ya ho koto nkwane ni nyina ba yo ne kama so wura tu se yes ye ni nyina fo ni chiro banku su no cross to ya banku ne terapia ne bahira pesie ni bodia pesie ni palava sauce ne fried rice papa bi ono jollof ni pre rice Chinese fo nuane ni nyina bi ya ho Lebanese fo amanone fo nya ho aba aburo nya ho ba ba chia no kitchen conjon brew beef stroganoff on fish gonjon ni nyina ba je de kwano sonko so adaje oni posokra sa wo pa oda ni nyina ba behwo na be de amawa adaje oni poso be ya asokwa beni PIWC asokwa ECG ho beni be de ani hwe sa wo pa door to door ani be frɛ ne door to door delivery delivery 0244 0244 417446 0244 417446 and 0544 989879 0544 989879 besa yan kanchro sa be sane ape bina beno no ba ya adwuma kwano soronko so makion anti wa wote asokwa amakom asafo atonsu ahojo stadium ne dadia so aba enti obetima fresa number yi so opeso ya adwuma 0208 21 07 89 0208 21 07 89 nti frem prayer
so person ye adwuma o makion
sa be no be hwe abonkwa no soronko so adaje oni posokra Triumphant Word Ministry ba say yan control say ba yi na wotwe de asu a wa ya de ebedi dwuma nwaso ye ba bedi mpaye na ya no mpaye 2025 busum ye be kwa wie hwe na ye ma esi obati be sesei nsam anu ye ya nti misrom ye mo mpaye oni ye ni mpaye nyina ye nkohwe mmom anya ntare ana mpabo ana fi papa na ka bi ayetimo bronsami wa hu sa ne ma nyina yane wo pay ne wadi yawu enti ya be hyase 24th November ya obesi joda ne ya wie 30th ono so obesi kwase da ya adaje ni posokura anopa no nsia na de ahyehye so kwase da so no nwotwe bopa mu a anopa na de asore ya de ahyehye so all night so ya 28th November ne alt night tenchirenchen ya de ba anumira no nkunu kosi ahomache no nan da bia mtaka se bayifo be kwa hayo free donko ko prem tobre ndi saata mu ujira simpies na wudi mpaya wonyawo kra ontwe ntume nyina yenko bi na omo e kwano soronko so ya beya no ya babi a asore nya hia ne be ka ne church auditorium adum kwa nwoma ahojo daban kwan hia so so for ujina simpies so atwitwa mpotere prophet John Dakun ne ba ba to bensa frebe so ya apostle John Pra wa yase den na adwontofo chochoro Reverend Nana Adjei meketremayo Reverend Nana Adjei ne Reverend Jojo ahen yo free bus e de besi Atenga Junction ho debia tumi nyina yankofuru bi kwano sonko so aho ma asem
alright
timisro abrante fa birthday to sina monitor na yan sorry anyesa fatu so why happy birthday sonko nkoma Yvonne Nana ya achama achampon Yvonne Nana ya achama achampon awrade de afe ba ko de aka ne mfie ho wiase de ese awrade de afe ba ko kan wo mfie ho a eso yi awrade aye sansa ade achi ade ese niam bebire ni si yesra awrade nyankopon nhira de ma se ba bi a wo ya nyame ma wo kwatenten nkwa anwode ne yam na omo yokoduro omo nipa ni madom ba bi a ya adwuma bi a nyankopon omo promotion wokura beda adwene ho a waya wonti ase we Mr. Siedu Swamazi Matia Junction onen say yemwisho happy birthday
Kwame adwuma we ALS Global Shipping and Logistics utimi kana ALS Global Shipping and Logistics Limited anope aseda sonko ne de ma wo mo se omo abeboaye na me ya adoma fu akire ko ne beto yebo akire o manfo one after the other ne ma omo ye company kese a se opesa wo shipping ne ma di free o mai mu kwa amanone ana wo de ne ma efri amanone ebeduru o mai mu ombeboa wa wo ne ma beduru se kwan abefa so a wo beyie esiseye one customs intem aban ne nyumaku ahodo agencies bibia ho kratasem ALS Global Shipping and Logistics and afa to na bemo amanfo abo mabaso se omo ya ade papa it obi o ne ma basa na atuto ne ne atuto aka ne nsem na aye den ama no ne ma no emfa wo ne ba bia opesa wo ship edi free bia China UAE Turkey ana Uganda aman ahodo keka ho a eho nyina no ALS ebedi wanim ka na omo ne ma pesa wo ship pa no aye kama omo ebo Buankra Inland Port omo ben pa hwere so ehwo asem na mekan enti baby omo office na ewo no Buankra Inland Port na omo ben hwere so enti anope wate omo nka age number na frɛ na omo embuki appointment 0243 314438 0243 314438 and 059 5233 016 059 5233 016 na opeso email omo a alsshipping.com eti oman for ensen so your company kese a omo ebo afinya me adom akire kono ye beko so aka omo nsem akire oman for na bibia fa shipping ho whether importation or exportation ALS is the place to go.
Okay there. Sansuru yenyo be ma kwamna boachi KSTS wa ono so awrade de afe ba ko de aka ne mfie ho bra boachi yesra awrade nyankopon nhira de ma pa piao
okay my yemfa voice kakra na fe ene prof ebonkomo
Kwame Adjei Bohyen, good morning. Midiani NDC ba agabus poano abonti na Adjei ba asase ehebe kwa constituency ase Gabriel Esiru communicate Kwame Adjei Bohyen, good morning. Midiani NDC ba agabus poano abonti AJ Bansas Shebe constituency as Gabriel Esiro communication officer baby Robia be quiet Michiano. My asima bekan AJ Miraho pa me mindy o ne mindy ready atono. The best on brim games in Uzum Brim. Your mom pay said the beya, Binya, Nebane Enqua. Na ato forcing the budget now the buy an idea. Budget a more says a buy assy. Yanko Poncamu, Nig Media Moody, that's.
Good morning, good morning. Diana could be controversial. In fact, when I'm saying come more get both for fair be a fair be. And my child boss, a bass, and a champion chairman and aquasi.
Good morning. Bacha 2 p.m. near make us a free Asante Mampong. Nano pay who boy you ma, Mamen Chia, a honorable Amankwa Joseph, a MC Kwabere East, Amatuni de Jumara or boy Juma on a chairman and Akwesi NDC regional chairman. Minia, share Riasia one, Mekobi and Konoko. Say, His Excellency. Good luck, Obama, John Dramani, Trump, Kwame Adjei Bohyen. Papa in a point is or you or Mobia pay for me. To say Nebeko party MPP, they should forget 2028 election because we had Nemapa, President Mahama, Edia Gua, Kwama, or share at 2 cents. Share at the say 2026 budget or the buy idea.
Nanaje, good morning. Akwasewa taxi driver ni. Maminche kwa Jubamba incoming National First Vice Chairman. And Dr. Aduchum, former Education Minister. Nana, Omana Etimono, Ajumabia Yoma Wemo. Yempenny phone and you know, man, Tia name one say, it's Miss Sotokotua Baman penny phone. Ajumabia Yoma when Ajuma Woma Wima, and can Qualabe the Bay, as a copeso Jamukwa with Stadium, a Munsia, any Bewu, Amagana penny for Coma Abusian for Yako. And the Ghana penny for Adia penny say, Addition, na Yema Omabusian for Yako. Ghana penifo nyuni pound. Adum pempeso ahun Ghana here leader. Na some political parties there. Omo muanipa.
Angel. Kwame Adjei Bohyen na good morning to you sinti. Whenever you go now here, they must say. Ofutu no mon kran sha de bia da oni ye ni ya ni mako ehye. Ela den ka woni aduma pa wa mai. Anope min pa ko ma de se den se Ghana e obom pa ya ma Ghana akoyi. Ne no ma ACC no. Ela de be so anu ama eja hihie. Empetu ni nkwenhyere nyina nyamba so anu amaye.
I'm watching Oyibo Boatini, with Rod in the member, MPP Media Petros, Namincha Dr. Baumia Era, Honorable Amo Michael, Asante Regi, MP Secretary Michael Jubamba, National Fair Vice Chairman, MPP delegates, your best famous Abana Kotono, number 3, Dr. Baumia, Hofama, when you dear Sabin Penny say, I be the wife of Debbie.
Hello, good morning. I come to from Kofialas, run from Chief Driver, Sufula to Baracasa, Sofia. Me, how they say, Ufi, somebody would tell or Bobby Ponaba was saying. On the council, free Sakans, Kosofrenia, and Kofa chances in Yafa. Utra somebody would tell near bouquet on. Now, on your cast now for one, Makwana Bubua. It will be Kwana Buatu. It's a mother. I'm going to go Kwame Adjei Bohyen. It's what I don't count ye. It's of when you call my Nebo de Romano my Cosomania, Secasnia, Babushia, as actual my traffic at you.
All right, Mensome da say ampa weekend in minya time ekohe no kre said ye wokan nti mejidi se mpanimfo be ye hu bibi bad because cars ni frase he ba no mo a efrisuru ho ba nyina wanhwa because of say kwan na kaka kre binti no mo nyina be yusu ahai benya head on collision nti ese mo hwe na mo fix ho no emaye the luckiest say yenkencho say call the luckiestafrica.com okwa o akwenya so be tap on the community ticket o be pick o lucky number na say my system na nkasa in January to be amount if free 1 Ghana cedi dey cost 5,000 Ghana cedi o betimi atwa na wadi sika e mo duru pa anti bomodin say season we dey eno kwan say efa one ticket e betimi am multiply o sika no more than 500 times and afin so a whole community mo nso betimi awin 10 times and over anti bomodin say odo ho e be shemu ebi Unica Tom Brown anopay no ɛno na o breakfast ɛno na wo de ɛyɛ o breakfast wo bi aduane bi a wodie bia wo se ɛyɛ Unica Tom Brown anɔpɛ nkora ne pɛ mpanyimfoɔ ne pɛ yɛ 25 kg ɛno na ɛyɛ sack no 90 caps ɛna wo mu nti bɔmɔden so do hu behim bi na wakwakoto bi ɛwɔ ba bia wo kwa so pɛ Unica Tom Brown open the door to Abrabreport Highways obetumi afre 0543 884832 0543 884832. Professor Dr. Adjei Bohyen is our special guest in the studio. Prof, you're watching.
You're not coming.
Nempumboko de.
Yamitiasi. Eche ubidia.
Yamiasi. Minushi since watch.
Kwame, it's been ages. But Angel FM is my home. And me started radio. As a panelist and even as a host, I have always considered myself a part of the ABN family, and I'm very happy to be here this morning. Me ask for Akwenya Kesia, One say Yaunimako, Paul, Ede Amame.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Say your tones are fro. But the last time I born komo el hase na oye see you. Our Confanochi Teaching Hospital Mekaipa for some time uni Confanochi ebim Mekaisa ebra abain sesabae na Ghana for dodo no a titinu ni bomru no uhwe social media ni ade adodo no a e ka se there be Professor Ochirade Mensande enu kwan se yesesa no se siu ewo Confanochi aban nim kosoa ema wontina wona yi wodwuma because ensachaya wo de ba Confanochi no adwumayefo mehwe time amoye send off workers a ne binum ensu ni ade no kire adwuma na wo ye ewo Confanochi sabre no mu no na wo feel say social media de nkrofo ka
kwa medase mamifa nchakese ma etiefo nyina dedi kanzu meda His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, the former president, for the opportunity he gave me. Namada Asenso Boache, the Honorable Member of Parliament for Bantama, former Minister for Works and Housing, for the very key role he played so far as my appointment in the area concerned. Then Nasia, it did kind of see a power and social media, the Kura from so, Nana said too, for the role he played. And or strong kwa or danedi leadership strong kwa or danedi a man kuku si set Marco Yejuma or Confanochi. Mr. Yejuma or Confanochi on the 1st of December 2022. You recall, say the letter directing that I be made the CEO was such as to have me start work on the 2nd of November. But in same because kuku si se eventually the 1st of December I got the opportunity to start. I've always believed say the positions are mawa. It's a huge responsibility, especially given the fact that Confanochi Teaching Hospital now the second largest teaching hospital in the country. And in terms of operations, coverage a wider coverage than even the premier hospital in Ghana, Kolibu Teaching Hospital. At the time, I'm even freeholder responsible for referrals from 12 out of the 16 regions in Ghana. One of the major things now I work on Confanochi when I stepped in was apathy. And there was a need for me to work together with the 7 directors and the deputy directors to bridge the gap between management and the staff. Na who say Busian Bako, ye basi ye be juma, said the beya, or mine ebedi, nini pay woman so edi. It was quite a difficult one. I don't think that it would be fair for me to suggest that certainly not. I believe that and so I believe that I did the work to the best of my ability. Now, close to my first handing over notes, dated the 11th of November 2024. It was one clear month before the elections were held. It was because, one, I knew that even if I was going to stay at Confanochi, there was a need for me to have a certain handing over notes because it was going to mark a transition from one government to to another government. They also be na betumi so aba say immediately after the election April Rebecca say kokot na fie na odwuma na oye ansa na obeba conference no kokoye and I say do be ko be before kra into whichever way I was prepared. Then the elections came on the 7th of December. The National Democratic Congress won. Indeed, around that time, before the end of the year, I contemplated a friend saying, leaving Konfanoche.
Now,
it was because I was quite conversant with the kind of politics Ghana, winner takes all, and that because you have been appointed by the previous government, formed by the different party. Necessarily, when the party and another party wins and forms government, there will be calls for you to step aside because the other party will also think that they won't call for. And obviously so, because I am in touch with and perish the thought. I'm sure that whatever role it is I'm playing, so on the 27th of February, and I'm a year handing over notes for. After the contemplation, pennyphobia mi budia enye and me kasa catcher me sementraho. Nah, I'm doing a good job, and that there was a need for me to continue with it at least up to a certain point. And that was it. Then on the 1st of May, na me wo takrade. 1st of May was a Thursday. And I had gone with me the tennis fraternity called Takrade Kobo Tennis Ninkeka. Then I had a call. Say the minister wanted to meet all the CEOs of the teaching hospitals.
Minister of Health.
Minister of Health, the Honorable. And me flight the next morning, Friday, a call to the ministry. In fact, now the boards of the various teaching hospitals, together with other agencies of the Ministry of Health, na swear in. Now, conspicuously missing was the names of the CEOs who are by default members of the boards. It was that's a BB, you know. And they swear in we and the information man said the minister would want to see us in the train. After a long wait, about an hour and a half, the minister asked to see me. In fact, other CEOs, I kept telling them, because everybody was jittery, and I was telling them that no, I don't think it has to do with them. I think it has to do with me. Okay. What had happened here, the minister had gone to Tamale, NEDC or Tamale, you know. And Tamale had a new CEO, acting CEO. And he called me. And I have a very good relationship with the Minister of Health, and it's because I attended upon the Select Committee on Health. I know a ranking member as CEO, and once upon a time he had an accident. It drew us closer because he called me around 11:30 p.m. Around 11:45, I was there. The following morning was a Sunday, and you know. As a sign of good gesture, the bill, the hospital waived, and it was because it was complimentary for people like that. It was a bill saying about 2,000 cities. Honorable Kwame Adjei could have paid without blinking. It became an issue. I'm sure you are well aware of.
As what the hospital,
okay, and because they on call for almost so but what they forget is that when you are the CEO of Konfanoche, for example, or of any other institution for that matter, and you may be a complementary to the position you occupy. But Senka, as a CEO of Konfanoche, so you are in a hospital, he should be in the position to pay for the bill. But when he goes, he's not supposed to pay. Meanwhile, he won't go for her. But that is a discussion for another time. And your trust, and also, when you be a friend saying, Chief Executive of Konfanoche, and I'm so okay. Into the Ben on Peseni Paneba. And I'll see any time from now. And I'm so okay. It was a Friday. And I'm catching say, I'm at free takrade in the bar hono. Inti oma me up to Tuesday, and that beko takrade Monday I would have a meeting with my management because I want to be able to tell them, said this is it, and that the following day, Tuesday, and I would want to meet the staff and bid them farewell. And also, semi pay more weeks, me pay weeks crowd. I think that Tuesday, no, and so I got back, and then on Monday, I had a last meeting around 9 o'clock with the management, and I told them what had happened, that I was leaving. I was living as a very happy man, and that staff in share just so I could bid farewell. And then they organized a staff deba. We invited the incoming CEO, Dr. Pakwisi Beidou, and then we addressed them together. And then I left. You saw the emotion. I believe that there were people who felt, say, given the kind of work they thought I was doing, but like I said from the beginning, I didn't think that I was entitled to staying at Confanoche merely because people thought that I had done a good job. Especially for one who is very cognizant of the kind of politics and that giving a change in government from one party to another necessarily will be holding a position within that government. Your chances of staying are probably less than 0.5%.
Also, bra, unis other CEOs no kushia na minister here. No can't you say
I thought it was me. I'm sure you want to ask me say who say the honest truth is that nothing had happened. Na enye obianka bibi nchire me say eba be you and na bibi. But I was aware that there were full soldiers of the party NDC who were not happy with the fact that I was there. And one of the things they cited was the fact that I was a member of the manifesto committee, the health manifesto. Is it health manifesto or manifesto health committee or whatever it is? Yeah, health committee of the. And it was on social media and usually when Sani man start here, people try to throw mud at you, as my own kind because what kind of my own because and all that. Say MPP The truth is that I have never shied away from the fact that I am MPP. I am a patron of the party in Ashanti region. I serve on the disciplinary committee of the party. But I believe that when it has to do with health, when it has to do with education, and the others we should be as non-partisan, apolitical as much as possible. And I believe that as I sit here, I can beat my chest and say that of the 28 months I'm spending working for Noche, no single person can point out a certain decision I took, and I say, no one can say, and nam say me MPP and I say nam say no NDC intina sa de nsi ade bia ye bia no idea ni susu say so far as the hospital was concerned, if we wanted the hospital to progress, that was the way to go.
Would you say food soldiers no or more pressure or more demand and ma abani decided so on best sound?
I think so. Also my culture was in komobi or honma metra say dia sebi in previous na na me hunu nyansa sebi o sebi so oni panyin kasa na echi ubetna bedwam na nkoma panyin udi no ye free one a sebi in previous no we nyantete pa enti ye di si hwa ebeboa. But I am convinced that it was the pressure from the foot soldiers that was mounted on leadership of the government and of the party and the man a bass and it was a free.
Okay, you read the Hill Confanochi project, your biggest achievement, Confanochi Teaching Hospital, and Sana who free hono now Hill Confanochi project in Sena City.
Okay, if as I'm a free Confanochi no, near 2 floors, I was 3 wards, A5, A4, A3. Now Akasi be A2 and A1. Mamen Kawaha, and so say, as we speak, you were a nearma, Yedibeye, and I nearma, Yedibeye 1 block, this is the whole of B block, any 2 floors now, Akao A block, no. Any and Yama Kakaka 2 total value 12.9 million Ghana cedis. As I speak with you now, our PWD 4 yard I'm sure that if you went to PWD now and asked to speak to the regional engineer because once upon a time not too long ago, or the media for a cocoa share a near man a go papers I walk home and then keka ho
a near man more cradiaba and no now call for waiver
no I can't not tiles in the count tiles in the call for waiver
okay
and unfortunately degenerating into what it degenerated into eventually government to 1.1 million. In fact, there was a Ministry of Finance say part of the corporate social responsibility. I think that decision not to waive any the distance now mass I didn't travel was uncalled for. It was unnecessary. I didn't think that it was a government. You see, the point is this. Ya busuan penyin. Ebusuan penyin if ebusuan fie I say sebi previous and wo abusuan penyin na so hwem ye and abusuan penyin sika ni wo ho a obetimi dia ye and I'm said there are other responsibilities and I offer say Paul ya ni makwa ba ho abeka kire say o namfonom any corporate institutions bi wo ho a and I'm say abusuan fie no obi aba ho no oba betena obi abesue no say ye de to o manimu a o mbetimi ama isika kakra me dia ye and also you ujitu and ya ni ma start here go for way ba en komuni die mu ano ena Kwame Adjei friend no ka che ni say wakoto 20 bags of cement ana ko di ko yen aduma bi nanso so giving the agency of the project or I imagine say opese or did 20 bags of cement na che na mo fa nye aduma no na 20 bags of cement no e wo tech ridge road inti ya ni makompe card won fa ma mefa na ya no akukọ wo abusuan panyin obeka kire wo abusuan panyin ne se Kwame Adjei de o kanie inti abusuan panyin o pick up na esi ho no fama ye ne fa konko fa ene ma ne fa abusuan panyin se Paul ya ni makwanto your friend is saying petrol ngu ka num dia ene won fa ma ne se bi previous ase ni ntwetwe aso it has been the responsibility of government to do that renovation, that retooling in Kekahono. But obviously government could not have done it alone. And a corporate society, individuals, philanthropists, abase omoba ababa. Omakoto niema no de niema neighbor, ababi drupot. Usi chinchira just omutua a friend is saying a twansa and san and niema na omode beye juma na osenka wo ye na we anye no. Come on.
You think that no will be yes to tarnish your image and
well. I don't think that a say will be bonitrimo po so ye they are tarnishing my image. In fact, if there's any image tarnishing, I'm sure that you know whose image was tarnished. It was that of government because it was totally unnecessary. At some point, if anybody tells you that the letter was not written at the time it was supposed to be written, it's a lie. I challenge anybody to come out now. One of the faults of the government at the time, because my point is that at the end of the Sebi opinion was a it was a buying responsibility. It is a buying now opinion so yeah. Next was say the tiles ba na and now buying any second mobile. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. And Yamana Yadebano. It is not as if say or say buying Coco Triasikama a third party be and I buy the says can a born one ho. What did they mention us? But and it is our tiles in a big go. We have tiles for one block and the 2 floors that are left. And there are electrical fittings for the entire block and a friend is saying 2 floors now. It go video. But what it is, the project has stalled. I'm sure that any moment from now, Ebesha Ashase, because there was some miscommunication, some misinformation, and the clarity was not sought. But I understand that when anytime there's a change in leadership, say uye penina out what happens? They say there are a lot of people who will come to you and say a lot of things, and it becomes your responsibility to sit and sieve through and seminar more kind ask the right questions of the right people, and then you take a decision. So when you're careful now, idea back one can be brave over doing sanity, and you go along with it.
Miscommunication ne bad because accounts announce then because tete sikasem bin mo kra ho a intumi account for ne ade
so obia catch also be to be accounting for sikabia is a big lie. One of the schemes people adopt when they want to run people down and kick on and in tournament. So I'll tell you what. First of all, they didn't even know that we had 12.9 million cedis worth of Enema Eguedum PWD Yadim. They didn't know. That's the first point. 2, we had some money in the account. In excess of 1 million cedis and some thousands of dollars. And so and when somebody looked at the amount in the account, and said, and they said, not knowing that, and the reason we bought all those things was the CD dollar rate. It made sense, and in fact, Joshua, one of the people who gave us 6 million, he gave us 6 million Ghana cedis. In fact, one of the things he told me in the presence of witnesses, and he said, "Sir, your friend is saying no. He hopes to say but that you better near man said you bear Sikani value and conform." And it was advice and no. They are also people thought and before now you be an account for the Hill Confanochi project, it had to be registered. So on register bank so could be account now. Account. But Fidelity was working with Confanochi at the time. And Fidelity said, "We will open the account for you, but make sure that it gets registered." So it was registered as a charity foundation limited by guarantee. The moment you register it as a charity foundation limited by guarantee, what it means is that, and yes, subject to the public procurement law, it is not subject to the Public Financial Management Act. And that, say, Obiba no susu say, the public procurement law dictates, say, mo koto sa adie we ya, e was say, muye ABCD. No, na sa ABCD ni anya, e chrese mabumra, into was here, that was the thinking of many people. Now, for a project like that, if a subject to the public procurement law, this is what is likely to happen. Say, was here to sa laptop way in a year juma, it could take 3 months, it could take 4 months. 2, the amount I debeto, sika I debeto sa laptop way, you call open market na 100 cedis. When you go through the procurement process, they born a cost. But that was the advantage of getting it registered as a company limited by guarantee. Now another thing, when people heard that it had been registered, they thought that are now registered. But let me state it clearly here: directors of the foundation, Minkahu, secretary to the foundation, Minkahu, and ask when it was registered. It was registered in March 2024. March
2024.
If it had been registered around April, February 2025, when I was about leaving, then I didn't remember about him. Any other now or more registered, best or continue or try. No. March 2024. Incorporation, that was when it was incorporated. They've written to the registrar of companies, and then most importantly, an audit. Because of Otumfo's abiding presence on the project. And as you may know, Niamati say Otumfo Foundation and the other one, Kotoko, Atenehne, and a audit no. Into companies, Asamoah Bonsu, one of the foremost auditors in the region. They did an audit. So Kaya, I'm sure it was not on this radio, but the architect on the project on Akoma FM stated, say if it established that one peswa empo cannot be accounted for, he will buy a gun, buy the bullet, and ask to be shot in a public space. Because when you have the opportunity to serve the king, Utumvo say to the seconder, you don't joke with it. But what did they mention? Sure. Again, he made that point. Omupusasa, I don't know, no, say, I was a body to CEO, no, the CEO's role was only advisory. There are a lot of people who thought, say, this can and this can be seen at them and Sanche. Now, them and San, we near the Yaman, near Yaman. So, no sign near their checker. Sign. There were 3 people I signed the check at every material moment. And for me, because he's the architect on the project, he's the project lead, and I have to see his signature and sign my signing. Then again, one of the things they said, because there was a document that was out, somewhere project there was a subcontractor for MEP, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, or the estimates by the estimate not also. But you see, Obia unim project management etiasiese. So be this idea and bra. What happens? They say, I was say this side in so share. Sani mani na near validate. Say validate yeah. A lot of the time, what happens? They say, everyone's got $1 million now. Momo here must say $200,000. Inti mumi you know be share in the quantity survey beba with quantity survey beba no ma share no ma ye. Let me give you an interesting one. In that estimate now, contractor and the buyer. Now, lift, installation, any decommissioning, any training, now $20,000 near true. Today, decommissioning of the lift was done for $50,000.
Then near 20,000.
Decommissioning, installation and training, now $20,000. Now what? Sir, document. Decommissioning was done at $50,000. Installation and training or the invoice aba 71,000 Ghana cedis. What it means then is that so be the idea bro the other side invalidate stamp so now on the nam abontisa saying also mutian and keka you are making a mistake. A chess you are ignorant or uneducated so far as the friend is saying project management.
Concern.
And to those are some of the
miscommunication
no. Because in all this, I thought said the nanke bit me ceiling no. Say Ankebia a call is placed to me or to the friend saying team. The team has a discussion and then says that wait Debbie. Wait, there's one on the way, but there's a need for us to sit down because we who's to say. But the good news is that I have had discussions with the friends and the present CEO. I think about 3 weeks ago, and the way is clear now. None. The friend is saying, Mr. Michael Joe was part. Discussions were held, and clarity has been brought. Audit has been done. It has not established that one sitting po. In fact, Maminka we into us na in so. Architect no, and then a quantity surveyors in Kika. What it is, yes, per the Ministry of Works and Housing documents, they are supposed to get about 16.5% of the total project sum. Not even one city. Then the architect in the team, FI say a yomo Sika was here at the moment. Then I sacrifice. 2, at no meeting of the team, any survey Edianimpo. The farthest anybody went at 7, the team, when they met ASU. See a piano baba could do if we bottom, if we Iceman a project architect, and I Jerry a bottom, or more Makani bottom. No allowance, not even one city was given to anybody as allowance.
Solely
yes,
for the project.
Yes. The audit has proved it, so proven. Now, some said we pray there, sir. Idea echo or anyhow. Inti but everybody who needs to know knows. Say that is what is happening.
Okay, all right. Maybe I'd say Professor Adjei Bohyen is a critical thinker, astute, tough, and forthright. Or say I love listening to him. He's a great faculty. Don't crucial summer for that. Additional 10 minutes at the account. So don't crucial summer the metro. Thank you, but. Doc, after we heal Confanochi everywhere. Edi na obeka se oko Confanochi a oko ye adwuma no ensachira a wo de ba ya na ede wakoma so pe ne so utwe wani hwa wani ji pa.
Because Confanochi, I think that the first day I was asked, say me vision then what do I want to see happen? And I'm almost say, yeah, it is here. If we're unwell and all the hospitals in Accra were in Kumasi, near the opportunity to choose which hospital I was here there, how many of us would choose Confanochi? Obviously, very few of them. Into my aim, and I say, we should get to the point where about 95% at least of us who work here at Confanochi say, area, you better choose Confanochi, say, Ahoni and Fayemra. 2, apathy. And that there was a big divide between your friend saying staff and then management. As of the time I'm free on, the apathy had not gone totally, but from a scale of 1 to 10, it had improved at the level of 9/10. People were happy. Time also be about Juma to a large extent but everybody was happy working. I think that and no, apart from the very many tangible things, so when we are intangible, but very tangible things, say maybe a physiotherapy, be theater, these two, because you see when you have a staffer or more apathetic or staffer or more baby or more dangerous. But when it got to a point and then we realized say or more akran do no so more yare near the omo back on fanochi ayen ha omo the tosu mienu sa divide na network between staff any a friend saying no management na akofom every holiday na staff here juma be 1,200 1,300 ni fidi omo e mo bia lunch pack. Because elsewhere, on holidays when you work, you get time and a half or double the time. You see, me call Confanoche, na revenue generated in a week, na 1.1 million.
In a week?
In a week. As the time I was living was about 3.3 million average in a week. Imagine that we had one holiday every month and we're spending 50,000 cedis on this feeding. 50, 52, 48 star area once every month. Do you think it is wrong? And Kofona generated Sikano, I improve from 1.1 to 3.3. So you move 50,000 cities out of about 12.4 million cities a month. Now you move 50,000 at the toll lunch, at the more, at the NY. What did they
to encourage them?
Then you had directors who were on duty on weekends and on holidays. And the management presence during holidays and a friend is saying bye. But I think that the new CEO will do a good job. Confanochi is a very big place. And it can be potentially overwhelming. There's some transition. I'm sure that now he's gotten his hands on the BA and Sasubia. And so my expectation is that we'll see an upward movement so far as Confanochi and the consent.
Okay. Chesewo Ken UST.
Yes, sir.
At the same
after 28 months. Yes, I'm back to the Department of Medical Diagnostics, Faculty of Allied Health Sciences, KNUST. I still had time I work on Foundation and now PhD students me supervise me 4 PhD students and some MPhil students. Some MPhil students graduated even when I was at it feels good to be back, and especially with a very warm reception that was accorded me when I got back. Me call back me free Confanochi 5th May, 6th May. And I'm resuming. Okay, yes.
That's all. No rest for you.
Rest from there. Rest from there.
From CEO now share who compare CEO no now the to comfort can you say
yeah, but at CEO I was not a regular CEO per se. I was part of the staff, and I'm sure that if you go there now and ask, they'll tell you I was part of the staff. Just
one mark for noche. Go through wards.
Exactly. My bag na me mo bianje. I can't life na me bono. And it was because I didn't want to get used to people carrying my stuff. Ba could do baby. Na fi obi ani ho a oje. No when you say hand.
But say me did say what say one monitor near kakra. The political space who saying
interesting. And Mamini Kanka then a new patriotic party because it's the major opposition, and then maybe the NDC and NDC in government. The 2024 election none like any other election that has been had in the history of the Fourth Republic.
Angel.
The loss was huge.
The MPP.
Yes, 41%.
Now you say huge loss no more. Very record.
And you say MPP lose by that kind of margin.
But now you say lose.
Well, it's an election. And it was obvious that there were many people who were not happy with a lot of things that had gone on. There were people who were not happy within the MPP who were not happy with some of the appointees. In fact, I dare say many of the appointees. And sometimes you can understand them. Say, ususu say or no, why are Juma na party na power? Some position say I'm okay. On your money bia enye. But what the mention your man knows our position be enye. And now ya there mention when your opportunity na kwakot now. Inti bibi kakra bia o hwehwe. Sometimes so obo open o srachire na chiana ahage no aka che say oh obehwe. Even when you know say untimi nye aka che say obehwe. But when they meet you now person obehia omo de omasem betu ani now person obeti mpo na akosi so aka che say untimi nya. Sometimes it hurts. And sometimes when they are cocksure say dey we there there's every indication say but they are now. And there were people within the party who were not happy. And there were people in the middle, floating voters, who were also not happy. One of the major things, they need to change Ken Ufuriata as
the finance minister.
Yes. It was a big blow.
And affecting government.
Probably the biggest blow to the MPP as a party in government. It was because nipa bisa bi ebu nua gu omasum e ma ye kan nsem a omuntie be that it may the party lost. Fortunately, they put together a microlocal committee on my own findings, recommendations about the venerable friend say Oseche Mensah Bonsu headed a committee almost similar work in Ashanti region. I haven't seen the report, but I can bet my last coin. So some of the findings, some of the recommendations will relate to the leadership. Right. Do you think that Sally de Secrona ni Sanko for also a moshe no implement our recommendations? I have been under the impression, say, having the benefit of the Microlokwe committee report, there was the need to put together a team. And I was looking at party. Your national chairman bear 3, 4, 2 who are alive and within the party. Your former general secretary. Can you imagine what we could have done with these people? Put them together, a committee of 5. Tax them with the responsibility of implementing the recommendations. Tax them with the responsibility of managing the party up until timer elections. Near constituency leaders, regional leaders, and national leaders. But if the very people, some of whom may have been cited in the report, are the very people who are supposed to be implementing the recommendations. Then again, because of the nature of the loss, the reasons that have been ascribed, it appears to me that the leadership have lost their power to assert themselves. It's the reason why people will talk anyhow and nothing happens. Because
leaders no crown.
Yes.
Yes.
And so far as I am concerned, knowing very well that there's a certain role you ought to have played, which role you did not play, which has been captured in that report. Oh yeah, dear. Now to leader now yeah, now to initiate because say say ubi nim di wom in one way the background be pages as them diaba.
And ama in this ama in discipline.
Yes, it is at the heart of the indiscipline. Yes. The moral authority to correct others in a way. And then again, leaders may not have publicly stated their affiliations or otherwise to particular people so far as 31st January election year concerned. But it is obvious even to the disinterested observer where each leader belongs. The moment it becomes quite difficult for you. So the people on the other side meanwhile ebian kan okre na oka no enti the omuntimi asset omo bi ti say e go kwan na o se omuntimi asset
enti wugidi set de bi no kan sen ka executives no mum na o se ka yesesa no sa top down approach na party no ye no ne ni ho kwan sen ko mo ye ne sa
top down approach then again top down approach it has its pros, it has its cons. To the extent that's a large chunk of the every supporters of a nipa or motion flag for the party. The understanding is that yes, I did anywhere. Your friend is saying, I did it because they didn't do a free bar. But even in that decision, look at the number of people who came to speak against it openly. Does that happen in the NDC?
No.
Sure. NDC, when leadership takes a position, look, anybody who has studied group dynamics would agree that the moment I want more than one person in a group, chances are that a decision be taken, you would have people dissenting. And so in the NDC, when decisions are taken, there are people who do not like those decisions that have been taken. But how often do we hear them come out and say, I'm pension?
The chairman of the party you call thank you to and MP back because who did you call thank you to? Are they MP is apologize?
Yes.
So one can
yes. But contrast that with what happens in the MPP. Sebi bread I know na anabo sampa ko kan ko yenya asem. I say search for then go for be friends. It is because sebi obie ni nyansa. When leadership takes a position, now only leadership in Yabina, I think that the best thing to do is say we call on China no makoakoka. But when baby I do say some betrana make us 31st January then yet and say come here and what am I doing? Make sure Masi Akunya.
Okay, Kopat, you are taking decision.
The decision has been taken. And there's no need to cry over spilt milk.
Okay.
But the moment I just hope and pray. Say the last breath as our leaders know or meet me they stay part now and consider the 1st of January when the election will be held.
Okay, you were 3 minutes.
Sure.
10 months of President John Dramani Mahama. How do you see the administration?
I have had opportunity to sit back and observe John Dramani Mahama as an individual. I was having a little conversation with Paul Nimako. The catcher say, it appears to me, so not as an individual, or you're committed, or person or you know ye Juman in Kikahon, near my papa on fan to in Kikahon. But ni failure, be free, and I say free the people around him. But there are certain decisions that have been taken, which decisions are not necessarily cleared with him, but ultimate responsibility in the honor and the elevation because now buying and there are many of such decisions. I don't want to go into them, but I believe that as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the Son of Man.
The people are around.
Yes. It's the same thing we said of the Nanado government. that there were certain decisions that Nana was supposed to take, which decisions he did not take. Ne efa enkofo a ewo no ho enkofo ben no ene niema omoye ana niema omonye. There were people who had issues with the fact that Ajimamenu stayed in office for that long. At some point when it was almost clear to everyone that Enyema are touch man and Kikaho, he made certain statements. The president had a light-hearted moment with it when he went to Doma. But what did I in politics, it is not only about adia oye, but adia nipa ni hunu se oye nso ehu hia. Inti se odi nipa ko share them na otwe ni mo dem. To the people out there, the optics, they haven't seen it. The understanding is that nipa yi adia na enye wo so otwe ni went me antwe ni. I am sure that today as we speak, Ghanaians are having the opportunity to do comparisons between Nanado government, and John Dramani Mahama government. There are a lot of people who would say, rightly so, that early days yet, the government is 10 months, has been in power for 10 months. And that over 10 months now they compare the entire period and Nanado or now the SR comparison now, M1. But I'm sure that as a student of history, we are penning down all the things that are happening. At the appropriate time, when you give us the opportunity, we would have, I'll say, and our impressions about how far he's gone so far.
But basically, as a lecturer, we'll be rating the same.
Oh, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'd give him 6.5 over 10. I'm not a mean lecturer.
Inflation is down, the CD is a bit stronger.
Yeah, but like they have said in the past, Sanima will say Munina means nothing or mean nothing unless it reflects in the pockets of the people. Is it reflecting in the pockets of the people? I'm sure that sitting at where you are, or in a better position to tell me whether or not it has reflected in the pockets of the people, because you interact with the people every now and then. Into what dear, see a bisawa. Ubi sending message, answer our question. Say, has it reflected in the pockets of the people?
The bigger institution, university, a whole community, and also a better position to tell me.
Paul will bail you out. Paul. Bailing out there.
Prof, yeah, that's it. Say no by. Me jidi say I ekwe animune de. Baby I drew the with me shia. Brano na ya bo.
Na me yaw.
By a bo abasunso. O call confirm no chwe mu animase.
Nyame naka say baby nyame de medru no. So ka jem say yaw. Uni baby akobi unko anim bi okra. I'll be forever grateful to him because it's been a very tortuous journey, and nyame ani mabro. Me dase. Me da munyina masin so for the support you gave me. No krane say na yesi abwan takra ne mane yakese. Something Kenya me favorite saying. Nanti me damani na me hu se mo wo ho. Now the beauty about your relationship is a comforting chair omunim. I didn't go ya friend I catch him say Jack. I had you say me kai say only Evans eba me ho. And you were complaining about
omo ededa
ehono. Me dem kokko kire mo say
edan ayisi amo.
Na challenges e wo ho ne nkeka ho. And no money affair. I don't think that I will say all praises. I think that nipa bia no also unyankofo a obetimi astra asem na ka kire wo ekwan also of asokano and still remain as close as he is. Okay. I don't take your friendship for granted. Nyamisham.
Professor Dr. Adjei Bohyen. Prophet Dase. Say
Prophet man sorry answer. Asida sonko and the man onim enipa atwe for such an interview enye since in the exit from Konfanoche or go back to KNUST. Kwame enya some ketwa nkofo atwe TV and Canada dey na no radio or TV station but ohwe ebusua Anope, he's here. Hey, Bibia, we also don't take it for granted. I'm borrowing from him. He doesn't take it for granted. He also says, Nami Saro. Don't say, oh, Sama, I thought that was, oh, you know, what me, I watch a time. Okay, I said, Zuba, what me, chat time. Me, so, Sama, time. Maybe you, but you're done, I say. You're somebody, Tim, I say.
Don't Christian Sama, thank you. Meba, say, a quick commercial break. Sports is next.